Jeez.
Oh, there it goes.
Why, hello.
Yay!
Hi.
April.
Well, everybody's in their place. Sam's on the fucking router.
Good, so you have extra internets.
Yep. The signal is fucking
Oh, hi, Malefa.
heightened or whatever the hell. Hello.
It's Sam. I unabashedly love Sam.
I think a lot of people unabashedly love Sam. It's difficult not to. She's absurdly adorable.
And meanwhile, I'm a Foof fangirl just because I love the fact that he's an asshole.
That's pretty much why people like Foof. What was that, David? She's my princess. Oh, he said she's my princess. Something stupid like that.
Do I have any kitties? I have Kaylee.
I've got
Who
an
is
Inara.
It's funny, we have each other's cats.
Yep.
Kaylee's, technically Charlie's.
Oh, that's kind of how it works with us, too, because Sam is David's princess, and Foof was my cat. But sounds like Foof's getting into something, because David just, like, ran off from his computer. But yeah, Foof, like, snuggles with David way more. And Sam's always all over me.
Yeah, and Inara loves to walk me to bed every night, and then she'll wait for me to get in bed, and then as soon as I do and I pull up the covers, she climbs on me and starts making me into biscuits, and
She tucks each of us in for bed at night is what really is going on there.
That sucks.
Because then she goes and sits on my side of the bed and warms up my side of the bed for me, so that then I come to bed and she biscuits me to sleep.
Okay, are you guys...
Malefa, you have a Sammy?
Oh, hey. Sammy is in a sandwich, Sammy is in a pet, Sammy is in Winchester.
Wait a minute.
I mean, because, you know, I hope you're willing to share. I don't care that his dick's cursed.
I hope your life insurance policy is current.
My kitty is a Sam is in Samus, like the Super Metroid character.
Oh, nice.
David named her. Otherwise, she would have been named something mythological, because that's what I do.
We have Kaylee and Inara from Firefly, and then Astrud is our roommate's cat. And she's not really named after anything. I think he just liked the name.
A new ally has joined, but the
Here we go.
Oh my god.
Loki!
So, wait, are we gonna give the challenge rift a try at all, or have we just said screw it?
I
mean, we could try once and see how it goes.
I think it's worth trying because it's a very fast and destructo build.
Yeah.
The minions of hell grow.
What did you run out of here for? No. No. Really? I didn't feel that. Yeah. Was there an explosion or something? Everyone's out. Okay, guys, one sec.
Okay. We are currently putting this on pause because there is possibly an explosion.
Oh no. Well, they're both talking and laughing, so I hope they're okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, that's par for the course where we are. We live near a military and rocketry, like space exploration base, and so, I mean, and also the FBI just moved near here So I mean, there's just shit exploding all the time. It's either artillery fire or rocket engine testing, or the FBI blowing up IEDs, and it's great fun.
Yeah, there was one time that they were doing testing, and they made sure to tell everyone in town that they were testing on this one particular day, and it was so horrible.
Well then.
So I didn't feel that because I was distracted, I guess. But the reason why David just like dropped all his shit and ran out of the room is because the whole house shook. And so he went outside, and apparently like a whole bunch of other people from all the houses in like our little section of the neighborhood, everybody was like all outside and going like, what the fuck? So
What happened?
my mom said that she thought a plane went down right now. Like apparently it was. How did I not notice this?
It's because you're secretly connected, like mentally connected, and I would have ignored it because we live near a military base where shit gets blown up all the time, and I just ignore it.
Yeah, I was explaining that one happened so bad that it blew out all of the all of the windows in an old strip mall.
Maybe. I'm sorry, guys. It's just this is kind of
No, it's cool.
No,
like my
we're
mom's
with
up
you.
here now, and we're all like, "What the hell's going on?" My mom just suggested maybe something happened at the salt mine too. So I don't know.
Might have also been like a gas main, maybe.
Joined my party.
I
My
think we would have
foes
seen
gain
something though,
strength.
no?
Yeah, probably. Or maybe a transformer blew, but if it's not, the weather's not storming.
No, the weather's clear.
We had a transformer blow here because a raccoon got inside of it.
Mhm.
Fucking
And-
raccoons.
And I mean, it was loud. It was this loud snap. And then the power goes out for a few hours.
Oh my god, I do not like this setup at all.
This is weird.
Okay, well, I know
Okay.
You
cool
want
down, cool down.
3, like number 3 should be up every time that it's like off cooldown. 4
Gotcha.
is how you move. Um,
And you're gonna want to move pretty fast because I remember the way to get to down. There's not a lot of shrines and bosses in the first level.
okay.
So just sprint to 2.
Kinda, yeah. There's like one, I think, if I recall correctly. But then there's a as soon as you pop out in 2, there's a power pylon like right to the right.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and then right click is also you're gonna want to have that up pretty much every time that it's up. Left click is your main attack. 2, you're probably gonna want to have that like once it's up. Hit it because it's gonna give some extra armor for 6 seconds. And then 1 is a self heal.
Oh, good.
Gotcha.
So
Let's do it.
All right, lead the way. Oh, there's one.
Need more time.
We run out of discipline real fast. That's good.
Oh, okay.
This way.
Oh god. Okay. I actually clicked outside the window that time.
Boss.
Not ready yet.
Damn. Okay.
I grow weak. That was just a taste.
Nope. Not that way. Oh. Okay.
Left or right up here.
Discipline.
Ah, shit!
Right.
Seriously?
I am too low on discipline.
Oh god, don't don't split the party. Don't split the party.
By the way, you can stand in fire stuff because we should be immune to fire damage.
That's really nice.
Yeah. So that'll be helpful.
Excuse me.
Not enough discipline.
Okay. This makes things
Not
a little
ready
bit
yet.
easier.
I need more discipline. I'm still waiting.
Down this way.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I died. Sorry, back this way is a shield
I'm too
pylon.
low on discipline. I need more time.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Actually, this isn't bad at all.
Not ready yet.
Stop going backwards.
I'm still
You have
waiting.
to point your mouse in the direction you want to go. That would be why you're going backwards.
So what you're saying is I suck.
That was just a taste.
Well, I mean, I wasn't gonna say it. Not yet, anyway. We just started.
Need more time.
But I think we've got enough of a cushion. I think we'll make it.
This is as far
Not
as I
enough
made it.
discipline. Not ready yet.
Oh, this is the next level.
Oh, nice.
I must heal.
If I can actually click on the damn thing. Okay. Oh, do. Okay.
I grow weak. I must wait longer.
Sweet.
There we go.
Sweet magic.
It was an earthquake?
No way.
Oh, holy
The
hell.
hell? We don't have earthquakes here. What do you say? Apparently, everybody felt it all over the city.
Oh, wow.
Like, David's checking Facebook and, like, people, or, Twitter, yeah, and people are all, like, losing their minds.
Yeah, I mean, they do feel like, like, hey, a gas main blew, hey, there was an explosion somewhere, because we get them very, 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 very rarely here, and everybody always freaks out because there's a nuclear plant nearby, and everybody always thinks that's what went. Because it does feel different from, like, the artillery fire and stuff out on the
Yeah,
arsenal.
yeah. No, well, I mean, like, I know we had an earthquake once before, like, a couple of years back, and I missed that one, too. Like, I don't seem to feel them.
But my foes are
Like,
weaker.
everybody else is like, oh, the house shook, and I'm like, really?
If you say
Yeah,
so.
no, my feet, like, yeah, like my feet weren't on the floor because I have with my chair, because of the way my desk is, my chair has to be higher, so I have like a footrest thing, so my feet are elevated, so I'm not like straining my legs or whatever.
Damn.
Nobody can hear you. You're just yelling at me.
Oh, that's an adventure.
Yeah. No. Anyway, so that was weird.
Yeah, this is a great, exciting start tonight. Wow.
Yeah. Like literally, we were barely even in the game, and it was like, oh.
Minions of hell grow strong.
It was my pleasure to spend time with you.
I thought he got all crazy because like Foof was into something. Oh yeah, mail.
You've got mail.
Alright.
And some people
Shall
are
we
too young
continue?
for that joke.
Don't depress us before we even really started.
I was just ripping
I
on
know, right?
myself, really.
Do come back
I
again.
cannot afford that.
Yeah, but you're not that much older than me.
That details. Details. Who needs them?
He's old and crotchety.
All right.
Oh.
So, what do we want to do? Do we want to continue pushing Greater Rift?
I have 6 rift stones, so I'm good to do that.
Yeah, sure.
But I'm honestly kind of up for whatever. I'm so difficult.
Yeah, super difficult. Well, what we can do is start out with a couple of regular ones and build up some more Greater Rift stones.
That sounds good to me.
Okay.
I know it doesn't involve a lot of duck dying as much as pushing the Greater Rifts at this point.
Huh. Give me a minute.
But...
Need more time. My skill. Our fury.
Okay.
Right. Have to hang at the back. I was all like running in the front and being useful.
Yeah, this is no longer the challenge rift.
I'm a distraction. Dead. Yeah, I'm. While I am old enough to remember a time before there was AOL Online, I never used it.
AOL Online, really?
I think that's what it was. I don't.
That's what they called it, yeah.
It's America Online. AOL already has online
Oh.
in
Right.
yeah. So it's like saying ATM machine,
Oh,
which
God.
is automatic teller machine.
Ha ha.
I need fury. Still recharging. You wilt against my blow.
Because yeah, I have to be that guy apparently.
It's okay, we don't
Pedantic.
fault you for it.
Need more time.
That's fair. I'm usually that guy.
Actually,
Aww.
That's still one of my favorite jokes is
Back to hell, dog.
where does a mansplainer get his water from? From a well, actually.
oh my god.
It's such a terrible joke, but I laughed about it for like 20 minutes.
No, that's a good terrible joke though, because it's also accurate.
Right?
Not ready. You cannot stand.
See, I can't use that joke at work because no one would get it.
Because they're all mansplainers.
Yeah, I
probably.
was just gonna say, it's probably because they're like, not the target audience, so to speak.
No. No. They are very much not.
Still recharging.
It's okay. The last time I worked in a place
You cannot stand before me.
that would enjoy that kind of a joke, it was back at the bookstore.
Yeah,
Still recharging.
and even then it was a crapshoot.
Yeah.
I need fury.
Speaking of work, I have to decide as of pretty much when I go to my doctor tomorrow if I'm going back to work on Monday or not.
How are you feeling, by the way?
I'm
Well, I mean,
feeling
that's a
like I
given,
want
but-
to go back.
Still recharging.
I mean, we were all feeling that this week. Just, how do you feeling?
Yeah.
So that's
No
like
longer
the
immune to
millennial baseline.
Yeah. I had some avocado toast, and that's about it.
I'll never forget like when I saw like that article and I was just like, what the fuck is avocado toast? I don't
Yeah,
even-
no, I'm like, is that a thing? Like, I honestly I still have never had avocado toast, but apparently it is a thing because I hear people talking about it. They're like, oh, I had some avocado toast for breakfast. And I'm like, is that like specific? I mean, is that like bread made with avocados, or do you like just spread avocado on toast? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah,
Like,
you-
why is it?
It's
Why is it specifically called avocado toast?
No, it really is like instead of putting butter on toast, it's putting avocado on it.
But it's like, I don't call toast with peanut butter toast. I just call it toast, and then I happen to put peanut butter on it. Or jam, you know? Like, I don't really make those distinctions, I guess, so it's strange to me. Like, obviously, when I'm
apparently, like,
making
there's
it, I make that distinction. It's just when I'm saying, like, oh,
Oh,
I had
shit.
toast this morning,
Ow.
I wouldn't say I had peanut butter toast this morning. You know?
Right. I think it's one of those things of, I don't know. It's weird. I think it's a food fad that happened
God.
because
Maybe.
it is a.
Well, I guess, I mean, a lot of the millennials that get complained about are probably California millennials, and people seem to have an abundance of avocados there, so
More fury.
maybe
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Well, and it's also kind of become, you know, like you said, they use avocado instead of butter on their toast. It's because
Yeah.
you know the vegan thing is big right now.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense. Okay. Yeah, I know.
We had
I'm not a
a-
vegan.
We have a she's a terrible vegan. She will usually look at baked goods and be like, "Oh yeah, no, I'm having cookies with real butter in them." But she'll jokingly ask me like, "Hey, is this vegan?" And I say, "Yes, I use the best free range vegans."
Naturally.
Like, of course it's vegan. I use free range vegans.
They're all very well treated,
Yeah, exactly.
for they are humanely slaughtered and made into toast.
Made into cookies.
Volcato smiles on me.
In this house, we use animal fats.
Right.
Not ready yet. Not enough fury.
Why am I getting so many fucking... Like, I have a lot of,
hello.
legendaries.
Yeah,
Same.
I'm having good drop tonight too.
Like, almost every single chest so far has given me a legendary.
Still recharging.
I mean, the chances of any of them being useful are slim to none, but...
But hey, it's fun to
but
identify
mats,
them.
yeah. And it is fun to identify them, yes.
I just imagine whenever you go and identify stuff, you get up to the book and go, got it, need it, got it. Kane's library of baseball cards, that's what this is.
Oh my god, can you imagine how tedious that would actually be, though, in real life? Like, every time you go out and you're kind of like, okay, I have this axe here and I'm not really sure what it is. Kane probably knows. So you look at his book and you have to go through this fucking glossary and you're like, okay, axes, go to the axe section. And then you're looking at each page with each image and you're trying to match up, like, runes or some style or marking or whatever.
And eventually you just start memorizing the book.
Well, then that's when you become Deckard Cain.
Basically, yeah.
And it's like, oh, I guess this is my life now. When I retire, I'm gonna be Cain.
That would be a
I like that
pretty
plan.
cool cosplay.
Fired.
Yeah, somebody
Oh,
needs
God.
to do. Somebody needs to do that, like when they get crotchety and old.
Yes.
I vote either me or Lawless. Probably more Lawless because no one else has that kind of salt.
Still recharging.
All the sodium.
What the hell? Am I actually gonna have to come back? I think I'm gonna have to... No, screw this.
Confirmed earthquake, David said.
Holy shit.
3.6.
Wow. Congrats.
I did not feel that. God damn it.
I am returning to town.
Yeah, so apparently
I haven't heard
3.6
Got
from
earthquake.
it,
Interesting.
got it, need it, got it.
So that's fun that we were like live for that.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, that's kind of awesome, honestly.
Considering we really don't get earthquakes very often. Like, I mean, the last time I remember us getting one was probably at least 2 or 3 years ago, if not more. And it was also like just a one rumble, like, and I don't think I don't remember if I even noticed it, to be honest.
There was a rash of them back when I was in high school, and I was nearly always on the phone. I think for every single one of them, I was on the phone, and I always thought that the garage door had opened in my house because it was kind of creaky,
Yeah.
and so it would be like when the motor would engage, there would be kind of a boom in the house. You could always sort of feel when somebody was opening the garage door. Even if you were all the way in the back and everything, I'd be like, oh, hey, my mom's home. And I'd go and look and be like, oh, hey, no, they're not. And my friend was like, yeah, like both times they were like, hey, yeah, I've actually felt that too. You know, of course, this was in the days before Facebook, so we couldn't really be like,
Yeah, you could
get on
verify,
Facebook.
yeah.
But we would all get on, speaking of America Online, we would all get on AIM chat and be like, hey, did
Uh-huh.
anybody else feel that?
Oh, instant messenger.
Yeah, I spent a lot of my life on there.
Yeah.
Same. That's honestly the reason that I can type as fast as I do.
Right?
Yep. Pretty much.
I was not a fast typist until high school.
Oh, high school.
Let's not go down that road.
No, no.
That is not a memory lane I require.
Please, no. Oh, Jesus, I've got half. Okay, I'm gonna have to clear this out before next time.
Stop holding on to all that shit. You should be breaking all of it. You don't need any of those things.
I'm just a bit of a pack rat. A bit.
He likes the cathartic nature of letting it accumulate and then getting rid of it all at once. Trust me, the way he plays Pokemon Go the same way, and it makes me insane.
Oh god, I took so okay, home row typing. We had it in I think grade 6 and 7 and 8, and I'm not sure if it was like that it was supposed to be one of those years was only supposed to get it once or whatever, and then like the way that the program ended up happening, maybe we ended up getting it 3 years in a row or whatever. I don't fucking know, but we fucking did it so many times. And it helped that I played piano at that age, so like it just like all of the kids in our class that were like piano students, we all were the fastest typers. And I remember because it was we learned the Almina method, which I don't know if you guys took that, but it is still in my head. I hate it.
No, I don't think so.
No?
Oh.
We did home row, the home row method.
No, Almina, or is it Almina that I was trying? Or what? David, what was it called? Was it Almina? Yeah, no, it's Quick Ask Zoe. No, not the one that I saw. It was a video, and it was, yeah. Yes, it goes like it was this like friendly video or friendly voice, and it's like, quick, ask Zoe, what stops X-rays? Even dogs can't. Red fish vanish, then grow bigger. Yaks hear noises under Jack's mattress. I keep commas over long periods. Peanuts, peanuts. Yeah.
What the hell
That's
was
the whole.
that?
That's the whole keyboard.
Oh my god.
David took it too, apparently, when he was in school. And there's like one of those like early 90s Muzak kind of things in the background going on, and there's just like this kind of friendly female voice. And we just watched it over and over and over again, and eventually they had like these cloth things that they put over our hands because we weren't allowed to look at the keyboard, and following the video. There was also, my dad had Mavis Beacon at home, so I played with that a little bit too.
I do remember that one.
Oh, we did Mario Teaches Typing. Though at my school, actually, once kind of AIM became the norm and everybody had it, they actually stopped teaching keyboarding as a class at my school, and just you would do 2 semesters of computer skills instead of 1 semester of typing and 1 semester of keyboarding, because freaking everybody already knew how to type.
Oh yeah, I know, like eventually you get to a point where like it's standard, right? So I mean, at this point, I don't think anybody under 18 is unaware of how to type on a keyboard.
Right, right. Yeah, you just learn because it really
Yeah.
is the fastest way.
Yeah.
My God, I remember
And I mean, even if they don't necessarily know the proper, like, home row, blah, blah, blah way, like, they'll find a way that works for them that's fast, so.
Right.
Not ready yet.
But I think the keyboarding thing honestly came about because it was like a transition from, like, typewriting.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that we had it in high school, and I mean, I have been coding since I was like 4, so it was just,
Ready yet.
oh, here is a typewriter. Oh, I remember playing on my grandmother's typewriter. They're like, this is the home row. I'm like, you've got to be freaking kidding me. And
Need more time.
I know, right?
Guide my hand.
but they still called it keyboarding because they couldn't call it typewriting.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, but I just mean that, like, the reason why they probably felt it was necessary to teach us keyboarding for the computer was because it was, like, the idea of it was a holdover from
Need more time.
the typewriting days.
Yeah.
So it was like older people didn't necessarily think about the fact that, like, personal computers are becoming standard in people's homes, so that kids are generally all going to have experience with it.
Well, right,
And
especially
that
like-
even that if it's not at home, like, there's computer labs in every school. Like, it's, you know.
and especially once, you know, again, AOL Instant Messenger was the turning point. Like,
Yeah.
Charging.
everybody was on it all the time, and you're holding conversations with 12 people at once, and you better be able to type.
Yeah, it's funny though, like how AOL Instant Messenger was the big thing in the US, but in Canada everybody was on MSN.
Oh God.
So I had to be on both because because MSN is where, like, all my, you know, real life friends were, and that's how I would, like, actually I'm pretty sure that's how David and I first started chatting outside of, like, the website we met on,
Need more time.
was on MSN. Yeah,
Oh man.
because that was, you know, what Canadians were on. But, like, for me to do all the role-playing stuff with all my American friends, because most of them were American, I had to be on AIM, so...
So did you end up getting things like Trillion? that-
Trillium.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not ready
Or
yet.
Trillium. Yeah. Yeah, I was all the fuck over Trillion, because it just made things so much easier rather than having to tab back and forth between the two stupid programs.
Need more
Yeah,
time.
you start
It consolidated everything.
breaking Alt Tab after a while if you didn't do something
Yeah.
like that.
Well, because I mean, like, it's not only that you have the two different programs open, you have multiple windows open because you're talking to all sorts of people, and then you have your group chat, and that's a separate window as well. And so that's why it's been kind of nice with Discord that you have, like, all those things in one window.
Yeah, it really is nice.
Like, your group chats and all of that stuff are just in tabs, right? Like, it's just sort of like there's a sidebar there and everything's organized nicely.
Yeah, that is so nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I all I do is lurk like a motherfucker, but you know, it's still fun.
Yeah, I really wish I could be on Discord more often. A lot of things I wish I could be on more often, like Tumblr. Oh my God.
I know you're never on.
Like, I get my Tumblr. Oh my God, it was right here. I get my Tumblr fix when I'm updating my blog in the morning before I go to work, and then
I need fury.
like as soon as I am able,
Your flesh is weak.
I'm like, okay, let me scroll through my dash, see how much I've missed.
I am back.
Oh hell, I should have done that.
Damn it.
Yeah, the poison will kill you.
Still recharging.
I'm like, well, why don't you just look at it during your lunch break? Like, really? It's pretty much a Faraday cage out there.
Need more time. Not ready yet.
Well, I mean, I have Discord on my phone, so if I'm not at my computer, then I have my phone with me, and if someone's pinging me or chatting with me, then usually I'm able to get back to them unless I just don't have the energy for it.
Yeah, I mean, I've got it on my phone too. It's just I don't have access to my phone, and even if I did, I wouldn't have access to a signal.
You see, I can't wrap my head around the signal thing.
Yeah.
Oh, out there in the arsenal, the signal is terrible.
Need more time.
If you're in a building, it's because everybody around you is on it too. And if you're outside of the building,
The Rift Guardian has
it's just
power.
really awful.
Yeah, I don't have signal problems anywhere in the city that I'm aware of, so
Still recharging.
I'm pretty much always connected.
They've pretty much gotten rid of all of ours. There's a little, like, hilltop ridge that runs through town. And I can't get in the room. There's a bully in my way.
Oh.
Oh, whoops.
It's okay.
I'll save you.
Thank you.
Oh, there we go.
But yeah, it was,
I am returning to town.
there's like a ridge that runs through town that, like, when you go across it, it usually will cut you off, and it's where it switches towers, I think. And it's about a 50-50 chance that it'll just kick your call, and it will do it like instantly.
Huh.
Yeah, it's weird.
Okay.
This is my third copy of Focus.
But no restraint?
No restraint.
That's usually
all
what my
shocked.
problem is. Yeah. Can I close or?
Yep.
Go for it.
Yep. We have now
Oh,
reached the
totally
spot.
random fun fact. Last time we were in the States, we noticed that you guys have Toffefe, and that it seems to have not exactly rebranded, but that they've changed the way that they spell the brand name so that you guys say it right.
Oh.
Oh, that's funny.
Because
wouldn't doubt
here
it.
it's Toffifee, and I say Toffefe. But I feel like most people would probably say Toffefe over there. And so
Yeah,
over there,
probably.
I've noticed that it's spelled Toffifay.
Yeah,
Huh.
that's funny.
Yeah. Just random thing. I was just thinking of it because I'm currently eating Toffefe.
Yay! Our stream is brought to you by Oreos.
That is too expensive.
Always changes.
I also have Oreos, but not in front of me. I have Toffefe in front of me.
I also have Skittles and saltwater taffy.
And I also have
Salt.
kitties.
We're not eating the kitties.
No, we're not eating the kitties.
All right. So I'm gonna open up a level 67 Greater Rift
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see how we do.
because last time we ended up at 66 for the night. Yeah, traditional and simplified.
Yeah.
Many Nephilim have stood.
Nothing wrong with it or anything. I thought it was kind of interesting.
Not enough fury. Still recharging.
Okay. Let's see how quickly I can die now.
Not ready yet.
Of course, what am I doing out in front? Tempting fate?
Your usual. Yeah.
Yeah, the usual.
Need more
Oh
time.
wow. I rubber banded.
I have been having some issues with rubber banding tonight.
Still recharging.
Yeah.
Your guys' technology in general just seems to have troubles.
Not ready
Cell
yet.
phone,
We're about to-
internet.
We're about to have less trouble with less trouble with internet because we're about to get Google Fiber.
Time.
Woohoo! You don't have to go down here, by the way. I don't know why you're coming down.
I don't know.
Because I was going this way.
Oh.
Like, down there is never a path anywhere. It's down the stairs is always a dead end.
Ow, 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 ow.
I grow in power.
Ow!
Yeah, you walked right into that, Birdie. Way to pull a duck.
Not ready yet.
Oh,
Damn.
damn. You know what? I'm just gonna give you the kill on that one.
Thanks.
Need more time.
I'm just gonna stand over here in the corner. Oh shit, something's coming.
Well, you've got speed now, so you can run faster.
Run faster into death.
Yes.
Agony.
It's
Stop
fine.
chasing me.
Still
Slap it.
recharging. Your flesh is weak.
That's about all I'd be able to do.
Need more time.
You can't be that far behind. Like, Duck does a lot of damage. He just dies easily.
I die way easier than
Not ready
him.
yet.
But I am about 20 Paragon levels behind him.
To make an anime reference, I'm right here.
Need more time.
Oh god, I'm by myself again. No, no, no.
You got it. I believe in you.
I know when you're lying.
Who, me?
Yes. You're.
I'm such a good liar. What are you talking about?
I know you're a liar when you start giving me positive reinforcement.
Need more time. Volcathos, guide my hand.
Okay, that wasn't fair. That was rubber banding.
Recharging.
Ow, 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 ow. I'll be over here.
Stupid succubus.
Not ready yet.
What a bitch.
Still
Man.
recharging.
I am still having a hard time with it. Okay, there we go. Okay, I killed her for you.
I knew you could.
Thanks, sweetie.
Need more time.
Damn it!
That thing just landed right on you.
And I rubber banded like
And-
twice.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say, I'm like, that thing, like, there's a circle on the ground, like, well before it lands. But if you were rubber banding, that's definitely
Still
fair.
recharging.
Yeah, that's what happened to me with the succubus. I was like, oh hey, slow-moving projectile, better dodge. Oh wait, no.
Didn't work.
Duh.
Not ready yet.
Dodge was deleted.
Need more time.
So, Malefa, you'll be pleased to know that,
Volcathos smiles on me.
oh, Tulip, thank you for the subscribe. Ow. Yeah, Malefa, you'll be pleased to know that, there's going to be a stream tomorrow night. Ow! I didn't hit my... the
Uh-huh.
the potion
Potion?
fast enough. Because I've got the one that, like, increase resist all. Well, that good. That did.
Well, it means it increases your resistance. It doesn't mean you can still stand and be stupid. Anyway, you were saying there's a stream tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna post about it tomorrow during the day, but it's time for me to do another Homestuck reaction.
Ooh, oh god, oh god, oh god. Almost dead.
You almost dead? That's impossible.
Well, I saved myself. So.
And dead.
I love it that he dies while talking smack about you.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a given for me to die.
It's still sweet, sweet justice.
He really kind of is.
I figured out how to stream on Twitch, so I was streaming to Hush specifically.
Oh, nice.
While I was playing Dishonored DLC stuff, because I replayed the game recently, the first one. And then I streamed the ending bit of The Witcher, because I finally fucking finished the first game.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Oh wow.
God, that is like the longest, most tedious game ever. Not
Yeah, it really
like I mean,
kinda
the
is.
story is, you know, interesting and everything. It's just my god. So now, as of today, I have officially started The Witcher 3.
Yay! It is much less tedious.
Yeah, it does seem like there's a lot going
they
on.
finally did fix. Oh, there's a lot going on, and there's a lot to do, and there's a lot to fuck with. But it's it kind of took a page out of Skyrim's book in that it just made it a lot more free roaming and a lot more.
Yeah, I definitely don't
Fun.
like. I only started like I think I've maybe got 45 minutes of playtime. So I literally am just in that starting area, but
Right.
like at
Oh,
least
shit.
it does.
Oh shit.
It lets
made
you
friends.
run this way.
I'm here, still recharging.
Anyway, it like lets you kind of go on your own pretty quickly. So I've been just sort of
Yeah.
wandering so far.
Yeah, and that's generally about 90% of the gameplay.
Yeah. It's just, you know, right
you
now,
can-
because I've literally just started, I'm kind of like, oh, I have no money and I have nothing to, like, heal myself with. So I'm kind of, like, trying to, well, and also, like, just figuring out all of the different button combinations and things.
Yeah, that is, it takes
It's a
some
bit
practice.
steep.
Ow!
Yeah, that was, like, from a distance.
Fucker.
Not ready yet.
Yeah, rude. You, sir, are dinner.
Rude, Hannibal. Shockingly rude. That was actually one of my favorite exchanges ever.
Yes.
Was that one between those two.
Yep.
Not ready yet.
At least somebody called him out.
Oh yeah, and I honestly, I like that he stood there and took it. Like, he
Well, I
didn't
mean, he
get
respects her,
mad.
though, is the thing. Like, that's,
Need more time.
like, regardless
There's
of what, things ended up as or whatever, he still respects her.
Right. Right, and their relationship is one of my absolute favorites in the show. Is just, I think I'm one of the only people that didn't I didn't get my knickers in a twist when they ended up together. I was kind of like,
Oh,
oh
I
yeah, that's
didn't.
inevitable.
I
There were so many
definitely
people that apparently did.
really.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
was
what
a
did people
thing.
expect? I mean, they were setting it up all through the first season.
Still
Right,
recharging.
and I'm also sitting here thinking, like, yeah, you've never slept with your colleagues, like, that's never been a thing for you? Like, that's a thing.
absolutely,
Sexual
and-
abuse in the workplace? Yeah.
Absolutely. And I mean, Hannibal's not immune from that. And, she basically said so through the series. Like, she said that he had affairs and stuff. The only reason they didn't is because, originally he was her mentor. So I'm pretty sure
Right.
that Hannibal just had had a sort of, relationship divide thing. You know what I mean? Like, maintaining his professionalism on that level.
See, I get
Right,
But
well, and
there was-
also, and he, I think Alana actually says, hey, why didn't we, because he asks her, why didn't we, and she says, you were already having an affair.
Yeah.
The ancients have blessed me.
So, I mean, yeah. Obviously, the attraction has been there for a long time.
The Rift Guardian has arrived.
So, I mean...
Recharging.
And the fact that, like, in Season 1, there were a lot of instances where you could see that she openly admired Hannibal.
Oh yeah.
Like, openly. So, I mean,
yeah.
obviously, it's not that I'm not a fan of the relationship as something sustainable. I don't think it's a sustainable thing, but as far as, like, when it happened
God,
in the
no.
series, there was no way it wasn't gonna happen. Because between the fact that there was an attraction and the fact that it was a way to get at Will,
Need more time.
like, he was
Right.
protecting himself as well as jabbing. You know what I mean? Like, it,
Oh yeah.
there's no way that it wouldn't have happened.
Hold on, did I read that weapon name correctly? Hold on. Oh my god, I totally just had boots drop that were Stomp Mongoose.
Stomp mongers?
If I am lying, I'm dying. Duck, pick them up so that they can see them.
Alright, give me a second. I'm upgrading
Okay.
gems here.
I would recommend watching the show because it's probably not the kind of violence that you think it is. Because, like, I mean, a big thing that you can say for the show is that there's no sexual violence depicted in any
this is
part of
true.
it. And that's actually a deliberate thing on Brian Fuller's part. And from my understanding, like, I've seen plenty of people who have said that they've loved the show and they normally do not enjoy horror or gore or violence.
That would be me.
And
Yeah,
me.
so... I mean,
well,
I
I
do,
can
but...
deal.
Like,
I mean, I can deal with a certain level of gore and violence, but like, the horror aspect is not that.
oh, no.
That's it. That's in the movie. That's not
Oh
in
yeah,
the
no,
show.
that does. Yeah, that's why I'm saying, like, it's not what you think it is.
Yeah.
Like, that actually does not happen in the show.
Yeah.
And the one part of the show that is a little more like uncomfortable that way is completely obscured because this show aired on NBC. So there was a lot of stuff that, like, was dark on purpose, so you can't really see what's happening. It's mostly implied or that it's off screen.
Duck, that's for you.
Oh, thank you.
The remorseless.
So yeah, let me tell you, the show, I do enjoy the show, and I really love I really love the characterization. I love the interpersonal relationships, and hey, there's a restraint.
It's got intelligence, but you can reforge it.
You don't need it.
Nope.
Go for it.
Chaka.
So I always, when people ask me about Hannibal, I tell them, okay, look, the first thing you have to know about me is that I have a very weak constitution when it comes to blood. I can handle it sometimes in film because I know it's not real, but I don't like slasher films because there's just way too much of it.
It's excessive.
Yeah.
I love it.
Hannibal, the TV show, it very firmly finds that line that makes it whether or not I'm okay with it, like to the point where, okay, I think I can watch this, or I'm gonna go into the bathroom and be sick. And it darts back and forth across that line constantly. Consistently, I should say. And I still love the show. I want to say it was season 1. Birdie, you know which one I'm talking about.
No, I don't, because you have a really, really queasy stomach. Which one is it?
Well, the one that took me completely by surprise.
I really don't know. Was it Mushroom
It was
Man?
mushrooms.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Meteoro. Good to see you.
Hello.
Hello. Addie, correct me if I'm wrong. Now we might have to go digging for this, and maybe we can come back with it next week. But I want to say that somebody did for Hannibal like an episode breakdown that was like, what's in this episode, that's like, is it, do we eat
Somebody
people in
was
this
working
episode?
on, well, there was actually somebody who was working on a gore-free cut.
Oh wow.
I don't know
cool.
if that ended up like getting completed. I do know that somebody was actually working on something that was basically like just editing out or somehow obscuring the actual gore/violent portions of the show. And I think there was like some sort of transcript or something, like somebody was explaining it or warning or whatever. I don't know. But like, I mean, there are definitely, I can think, like, offhand, I can think of maybe 3 things across all 3 seasons that, like, being somebody who does enjoy gore and violence in films and TV shows and stuff, like, there were maybe 2 or 3 things that made me kind of go, ugh. But, like, again, it's not something, like, you don't get, like, hyper-realistic zoom-in slow-mo shots of it or anything. Like, it's generally in obscured darkness, and it's not drawn out. Like, they don't drag it on and on and on. It's not torture porn.
Yeah, definitely not. It's usually like they call them murder tableaus, and it's
it's always
the
after
scene
the
of the murder.
fact. Yeah, very very seldom do you see something happening while it's happening. Like, and like I said, I mean, the big ones would be Mason.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yeah, that one I had to leave
and
the
again,
room.
like, but it's like it's in total darkness. Like, you barely see him. It's very very implied more than anything.
And one that's kin to that kind of freaked me out was Randall Tier. The actual murder tableau of Randall Tier freaked the shit out of me.
Oh, that didn't bug me at all. The tableau itself was like...
If you would like an example of what I mean when I say like the bad eyes and the bad teeth, when he like walked up to the thing and was looking at it, and I went, that thing's eyes are gonna move. I know that they're gonna move.
And then they do, yeah, because he's like.
And then they do. That's
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yep. It was. I was just like, that.
And then the other part that kind of bugged me, and I don't like, it's not even necessarily bugged me, but that I kind of was just like, a little bit of empathy there, where I was just kind of like, ooh, was the guy that was part of the eyeball.
Yes, that one was rough.
Yeah. Because, yeah, he's, like, getting out of there, and so I was just kind of like, okay, that was a little tough. But, like...
That was intense.
Yeah. But, like, I mean, those are the only... Those are all actually happening. Like, as far as, like, that human totem pole, or the Randall Tier tableau, or... any of the other tableaus, they're all after the fact, and I'm just fascinated by it, and I'm just kind of like, oh, that's really cool and creative and interesting, like the tree guy and all that. Like, that doesn't bug me at all. But if they were still alive and like,
right,
you were seeing the process, that would definitely bother me a lot more. But I mean, the way that the show is set up, they don't really do that.
Angel Maker. That one's pretty gruesome.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, because like I said, I mean, Angel Maker's another one that I'm thinking of, but it's all, like, you don't see him making them.
Right.
Like, it's all after the fact. So it's like, yeah, it's kind of like, oh, man, that's kind of, ouch. But they're already dead. There's no pain anymore. There's no torture happening. Like, you're not there hearing screams and seeing reactions and hearing nasty tearing sounds, or, like, none of that's happening.
I think I should point out that Angel Maker, that had a special fun time in the...
Oh, with the sensors?
Yeah.
Yeah, the fact that they had no problem with the, like, the fact that their back skin was sliced off to make wings, but, oh, we can't show their naked buttocks, so add more blood.
Yeah.
To obscure their buttocks. Yeah.
I actually told my mom was talking about like censorship and stuff, because my mom is very, very conservative, and she was like, "I'll like, oh, they should censor this, they should censor that." And I went to town with her. I was like, "No, the way we do censorship in this country is bullshit, and I'll explain to you exactly why." And I actually showed her that scene.
Uh-huh.
And I explained, I was like, this is why, and this is why I think it's bullshit. It's puritanical bullshit.
Exactly. Well, that's exactly it. Because obviously, when you're censoring to protect the children, but you don't make like you have this distinction between sex and violence, that violence is okay for a 5-year-old to see, but God forbid he sees boobs. Like it makes
Right.
no fucking sense. Why are boobs worse than someone getting fucking murdered? Like,
It's so
why is
weird.
why is like watching a big bloody battle scene not on the same level as like a consensual love scene?
And really it just comes down to our this country is
Oh, I know,
very,
historically, yeah.
it's very
It's
much
a
bass.
puritanical-
Yeah, it's bass backwards to the rest of the world when it comes to censoring things like things like sex as opposed to violence. Like, it was a really rude awakening for me when I went to England for the first time, and we were watching.
You see like naked boobs on billboards.
Well, it was like
in the city and stuff.
the people that I was staying with, they had on wrestling at one point, and we're talking WWE, and I'm like, oh, okay. I like, at the time I was actually watching it, so I knew what was going on. And they do this thing where when someone's got a chair and they're about to hit someone over the back with it, they freeze frame just before the chair makes contact. You hear the contact, and then they unfreeze.
They show you the aftermath.
They show you the aftermath.
Need more time.
And I say that to bring around this other point. The same people that I was staying with decided to have a party while I was there.
Still recharging.
And
I want a sausage. Sorry, my mom has a sausage at the doorway, and I can smell it. Thank you. Kielbasa.
So they were having this party, having a bunch of people over, drinking and everything. And then, as a social drinking activity, they rented some really bad German porn and dubbed over it. Like they they muted it themselves and decided to just do an MST3K thing on it. And I'm like,
That sounds awesome.
this is
Wow.
And okay, I should point out, I'm 17
I gain unready strength.
when this is all happening. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I'm in another world.
Hi, She. You came in at a good time.
Hi,
Hey,
she.
we're talking about porn. Bad German porn.
And dubbing over it
Need more time.
live in MST3K style. And I
We
have
actually did
kielbasa.
that we did it appropriately enough. You have kielbasa.
Still
Oh
recharging.
dear, oh dear, oh god, oh god. So yeah,
I'm trying to save your wife.
I can't, I'm dead.
I'm saying I'm trying to save your wife. Oh, watch out.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got teleported to the
Yes,
bad
you did.
guy.
I saw that. I was like, wait a second.
I'm just
I
gonna
was
stay.
being smart.
I was not. Shocker.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay dead till this is over.
Stop with the exploding bits.
Nah. We do what we want.
Okay.
Not ready yet.
Oh shit.
I'm healed.
There.
You
Yeah, I
will
don't do
to
well
get
when
started.
like there's a
Still
long
recharging.
delay between having a group of things and not having anything around.
Yeah.
Because my build depends on like
Ready yet.
groups.
I can't remember if I gave myself one an up in the counter or not, so I'm just gonna add
Need
one.
more time. Still recharging.
But yeah, at any rate, it just, when you kind of really sit down and think about it, it's a very strange distinction that like has no basis in logic at this point. It's just that remnant of the people that came over to try to get away from the progress going on in Europe.
Need more time.
And yeah, it's just I can't.
Charging.
I can't even.
Yeah. Like, I'm not saying that we shouldn't, you know, like, I'm not really into censorship in general. I'm more like, my personal preference, I guess, for like the creation and consumption of media is education over censorship. So, you know, like, people being aware of the distinctions between fantasy and reality. And you know, like, if your child is watching something that has like something that may create some questions, you know, then it's like, well, then fucking answer them. Like, don't just say, oh, well, you know, the stork brought you and we're not talking about this anymore.
Right, and
You know,
the other
it's
thing
like-
that I really like, I was actually having this discussion with my mom because we were talking about why they had to do like the weirdly censored version of E.T.
Wait, what? E.T. is censored?
Yep.
Okay, so here's the thing. So back in, I guess it was '82 when this was released, they did E.T. and the police like actually come out with guns and aim them at the kids.
Okay.
And it was a PG rated movie.
Yeah.
Then Spielberg decided that he wanted to do a theatrical release for like the anniversary or something, and do like updated graphics and stuff like that.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
wanted to keep the PG rating, and they recently sort of overhauled. Not, and I say recently, I mean between now and 82. I think it happened sometime like in the late 90s.
Something like
They
that.
overhauled the MPAA ratings. Just to basically be a little bit more, not that they're great, but a little bit more specific about what makes a movie PG versus PG-13 versus this versus that.
Like saying fuck more than once.
Yeah, like saying fuck more than once, and also this was when they instituted, like, you know, it's PG for graphic violence, you know, but not for language. It's PG,
Yeah.
you know, or it's, you know, it's R for, you know, language and violence, there's no nudity. Stuff like that. Which
Yeah,
I
to-
really appreciate, because I like
Yeah,
that,
because then you
know,
can still like kind of consume critically, where you can be like, well, you know, it's rated R, but it's not something I totally object to, so
right,
you know, I'll go ahead and watch this movie.
right, and so they
Sort of like tags on AO3.
yeah, like tags on AO3. They gave so anyway, in order to have it be PG, they no longer could have the cops with guns trained on, you know, adolescents and small children, because
Yeah.
there's rules against that you're not supposed to do that. And so they ended up having to go in and censor out the guns and put walkie-talkies in their hands instead. So they're all
Oh.
they're all like threateningly holding walkie-talkies so that they could keep the PG rating.
That's
But what I was getting at with that was that I was really glad when they did, you know, the more informed consumption, like, you know, oh yeah,
Yeah.
this is, you know, PG for sex, not for gore. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, one or the other.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, the AO3 tag thing is sort of like the way, it's not censorship, it's basically a guideline, right? Like, where if you
Right.
have something like archive warnings and tags, and, you know, same thing with like this whole censorship system, if you're saying like it's PG because of this, then it's kind of like you're actually able to make an informed decision even for yourself, let alone for your children, right? Like,
Right.
because there are definitely R-rated movies that would make me uncomfortable, not because they're rated R, but because of the content. And, you know, if I had known ahead of time, then maybe I wouldn't have watched that movie.
Or I
same
would have at
way
least
that-
liked to have gone in warned.
Yes.
I
Like and it's I don't think it's spoiling anything, right? Like I mean, it's not like, oh well,
Still recharging.
here's all the major plot points that are happening. It's like, okay, there is graphic depictions of violence. There is X kind of sexual content, so that gives you an idea. Like I said on AO3, then I make an informed decision on whether or not this is a fanfic that I want to read and spend X amount of time getting through, only to find something that's gonna make me go ugh. Like
Right.
yeah, like
So-
for instance, with the Hannibal movie, what was that rated? Rated R, I think.
Hannibal movie? Oh yeah, it was rated R.
Yeah, I honestly believe that should have been rated a little bit higher than that. But that's just because
There
of.
isn't a higher one than R.
I mean, you've got
NC-17
yeah,
in Canada.
yeah. There is NC-17, and then you start getting into the X ratings. It's just that
Yeah.
I think that those higher than R ratings should be used for something other than sex.
Right, that's what I was gonna get at, is nobody gives anything an NC-17 rating for anything other than sex.
Not ready yet.
And to be perfectly honest, it's stupid. In my opinion,
It
it is
is.
stupid.
Well, it is, and that's why I really kind of wish that we would go like a step further and do like just a full-on, like almost like AO3 tags. Like, don't
Yes.
give an overall rating. Be like,
Yeah, give us like
here's the
content
level, here's-
warnings, basically.
right.
Because yeah, I definitely, like, when I say I don't really care for censorship, it's not like I'm saying, oh, just make everything available to everybody. That's definitely not a better solution.
No.
But to be able to say, here is the nature of the content,
More time.
and then give you that information so you can make then an informed decision on whether or not it's something you want to see or read or consume, whatever. Like, that to me is the ideal way to go about it. And then, you also have, like, along with that, you have education. Like, if your child is asking a question, you answer those questions. You don't just skirt around it because it makes you uncomfortable. Like,
Right.
your kids are going to find things that you don't want them to get into, and you should be the one that they feel comfortable asking to get clarification instead of hiding about it, feeling ashamed, growing up ashamed, and also ending up like experimenting on things, or like trying to figure shit out on their own, and getting into situations where they're either asking the wrong people or getting their information from like bad sources.
Or
Right.
or
So it's
just
like-
even feeling guilty about wanting to find that information,
Well, yeah, that's what I mean, there's the shame factor as well, where like how many people just on average feel ashamed about their own interests and desires, like their own sexuality and things like that, just because they were raised to think that all of it was shameful. And so then it's like, well, now I don't want to ask anybody about this, so I feel alone. And
Angrily raises hand here.
Not ready yet.
yeah, and then it's like when you do finally get to a point where you're able to explore that, you still have all that shame and guilt wrapped up in it, so it gets kind of tainted in a way, like that there's always some sort of strange feeling about it that's difficult to overcome, and it's
Still
like
recharging.
that's not healthy for or nice for anyone. So
What the fuck kind of boss name is that? Sorry to derail.
I don't know.
Mandrake?
The oubliette.
I mean, an oubliette, that's a thing. Like,
Yes. Well, maybe
What
maybe
is-
it's a demon that has like a void inside of it, and it, like you can end up getting eaten by it, and then you're in an oubliette.
I sense fanfiction coming.
Well, I mean, what else are we supposed to do if they're not going to give us those answers?
Right?
I'm here to help.
That's what fanfiction is for.
Well, in our server, which I know you're not in it anymore, but the people who were creating those arguments are no longer there, so it doesn't happen in our server anymore.
Yay. I guess I missed that, but then again,
I need to go back.
I'm the hermit that lives up on the hill.
you know, the server's actually been pretty good as far as problematic people. We recently got rid of one other one. Technically two, although in the other case it wasn't necessarily like it's not their fault exactly. It was just kind of like they had been consistently breaking the #1 rule, which is like no ships that interfere with Hanagram.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it is a posted rule. I get that it's rough because I've occasionally been like, "Is it? Oh, nope, can't go talk about that there."
and it the censorship argument comes up a lot, I think, especially in like younger age groups these days, because there's that whole divide right now between like the younger generation that didn't grow up with the censorship issues that our generation did, and there's like this whole group of people that basically believe that it's on creators to police their own creations to protect others from what they could potentially consume.
I do. That's what tags are for. You
Yeah,
can read.
well, that's what I mean. But I mean, like, you know, obviously people are saying, no, you just shouldn't be writing it in the first place. Like, there's that there's a whole big Tumblr discourse thing.
Oh my god.
I've seen some of that, and because
Yeah.
actually,
Because
there's
there's all
a
these
big problem with that in
The Raylo-
Homestuck, from what I hear.
Cannot afford that.
Oh yeah, and Raylo too, because there's a lot
Yeah.
of younger fans in that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
It's
it's
one
like
of the reasons
people
that
get
I
really
shut.
nasty about it.
I will defer to the fans that I have in channel right now about that, but it's been my understanding that in certain discourse, in certain channels and whatnot, especially the ones that I don't have access to, there are certain ships that are considered quote-unquote sacred, and if you start messing with them, you could get a world of hurt on you, and
Yeah.
it really
I
bothers
hate
me.
ship wars. That ring, by the way, is a barbarian ring. I don't know
Ooh.
if it's something that, yeah.
Let me see. Oh, whirlwind? No. I could use it for a cube, though. If,
Well, then go for
Oh,
it.
thank you. Meow.
You can hear him, eh?
Hey, kitty.
Yeah, no, I agree that it does. This conversation comes up quite a lot, and it happened to come up just now because we were talking about Hannibal, I guess, because that's sort of. I think it's the big joke is constantly that one the Angel Maker stuff and how like NBC took issue with one thing and not the other, basically, and it's just how it's kind of funny and strange. And Foof is skittering now.
I heard that.
Excuse me. Oh, you actually heard his skittering?
I heard a skittering.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's going across the whole fucking house, like. He likes the feeling on his toe beans.
That's what we affectionately refer
Best
to as the
food.
zooms.
I'm good to close, by the way.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I was just grabbing my last blood shards, and now I'm gonna close.
Oh, no worries.
I grow stronger.
Okay, good. I'm glad that y'all confirmed that for me, because it's just, I seem, like, I try not to talk about certain ships, just because I know the minute I do, or the minute I say, okay, I low-key, or I officially ship this, there's gonna be someone that's going to be upset about it, and I don't have time for that. I really don't.
Yeah, no, I can't, like, even as somebody who obviously, like, I ship Hanagram, I don't care for ships involving Hannibal or Will with anyone else. Like, I just don't, like, I prefer their dynamic. That's something that, you know, I guess if you want to use the word sacred, it is sort of sacred for me. But that being said, I don't give any fucks whatsoever if other people ship anything else. Like, I'm not gonna go to their blog and be all like, how dare you, or you're doing it wrong, or whatever. Like, you know, it just, I mean, like,
You and I wouldn't be able to be friends if that was the case, because
Right? Yeah.
I
'cause you're
multi-ship
not-
like a motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, like, I don't care. Like, I'm fine with that. You being a multi-shipper in no way, shape, or form even remotely bugs me. Like, it just means that you're gonna have ships that I don't care for. Doesn't
Right,
mean
and-
that I have anything against you or even your ships. It's just not an interest for me.
Yeah, you're not gonna go read it, and that's totally cool.
Mhm.
Because there's stuff that I don't. I actually, weirdly enough, I don't go read a lot of like even the canon ships in the show. Like I don't ever go read like Marlana, for instance, just because
Yeah.
I appreciate it. I love the pairing. I love their existence in the show, but I'm not gonna go read it. It just doesn't interest me.
Yeah, no, I definitely like for me I'm kind of like I like Marlana as a ship, but I don't feel the need to engage more deeply because it's not a dynamic that I need. Like with
Right.
Hannibal and Will, it's about the dynamic. And it's the same reason why any of my other ships are the ships I have. It's a specific thing about the way that they play against or along with each other. Like it's you know, kind of an intricate web of things. It's not just, oh well, they look pretty together. Like
I'm to deviate really quick. I'm supposed to point out what my Paragon level is.
oh, 420.
Yeah. Well, I missed the other number because, like, we got finished and there was, like, when you actually talk to whoever it was, you get, like, 6 or 7, Paragon levels. Malefa, there are 2 ships that I already know of that are supposed to be canon, and the same person spoiled both of them to me. So,
Rude.
yeah, I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter at all. I am not at all bitter. I'm bitter. I'm bitter a lot.
Speaking of fun numbers, we're gonna be on level 69 next.
Woo. I think I'm gonna take a bio break real quick.
Alrighty.
I'm at 69, yeah. 86, Dad. 86.
I'm not good with numbers.
You know, I'll take this chance to grab a snack and shit as well.
Yeah, I'll take a break. Oh, I have meow.
Okay, I'm back. Let's see. Okay, sorry, checking up on chat here. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Okay. Let's see. I hope you enjoy your cider and your dinner. No, Meteoro, don't feel bad. This did not come in through that particular channel. No, the spoilers that I got did not come in through ask boxes or reblogs or comments or anything like that. It just, I don't want to say how, because I don't want there to be any retaliation. I know, I would love to go faster, but I can't. I've tried. I mean, the only other way I could go faster is if I ended up posting like 6 times a day instead of just 1. But,
Hey, speaking of like live blogging and stuff like that, Addie, are you back? Addie is not back.
okay.
I need to ask Addie about the Hannibal rewatch that's happening. By the way, there's a Hannibal rewatch happening.
Oh, shit.
Anybody?
I keep forgetting about that.
Yeah, they're only up to episode 2. I think I can't remember if this week is 3 or if next week is 3.
I think this week is 3. I think.
I don't think so. I think earlier this week they were doing 3.
Yeah, that's what I mean. This week was 3.
Or sorry, no. Earlier this week they were doing 2. We did end up watching 3 just because we were bored. But somebody was broadcasting it on Rabbit. Hey, Addie, are you back?
I just got back in.
Okay. I was gonna ask where we are on the Hannibal rewatch. Are we on 3? Are we on episode 3?
This week is 3.
This week is 3. Okay.
Yeah, I thought so because the comment was made that last week was 2.
Right. Yeah, what I'm trying to say is like I think I watched it with a bunch of people on like Monday, but I could be wrong.
Yeah,
like
this
somebody
week
was streaming it on Reddit.
Potage. Let me just double check here.
Meteoro, I have actually been toying with, like, simply because of time. I've been tempted to just make all of Act 6 be nothing but video, to where like every week or so I get on stream and I talk for a couple of hours and we just go through it, just go through the whole thing, and eventually, like, it would probably shave off 4 years of posting if I did that.
That's insane.
Yeah,
Yeah, I haven't really been rewatching either, just because I've been exhausted and I'm still kind of like not sure what I want to do with my life right now. So it's kind of caused some exhaustion also in social areas, which is why my Tumblr queue has run out. Sorry, I was just responding to she there.
No, it's all good.
No worries.
Anyway, do we want to do a level 69?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Oh god, I'm probably gonna die.
I'm gonna stand back here. Y'all have fun.
Need more time.
Oh
These are like all the worst fucking enemies ever.
Recharging.
Yeah, my queue was up, like the maximum queue on Tumblr is 300 posts, and mine was regularly between 250 and 300, which means it takes, with the posting
Dang it.
frequency that I had, it would take about a month and a half to 2 months for it to fully run out, I believe, and it is now run out as of today.
Damn.
Yeah, so that's just it gives you a good idea of like how little I've been around online in general. Like I've been kind of just, I mean, I've been at my computer at times, just I can't even like focus on anything, so I've been like playing video games and then occasionally chatting a little bit with some people here and there, but like not really even a lot.
Not ready yet.
You see, my thing with my live vlog is that I, unless there is a very long conversation between characters, which is usually, for those who don't read, it's usually done in the form of an AOL Instant Messenger-like chat. When something like that comes around, I get one page to do a post about, but most of the time I try to get at least 4 or 5 pages read in one post. Problem is, I only post once a day.
Back to hell. Still recharging.
Thank you, Shi, I appreciate it. I also haven't written anything in 2 months.
I grow in power.
And I've been seriously considering deleting my fic for like off of AO3 for a while.
Oh Jesus!
More time.
Yeah.
No.
Not that, like, I mean, I do want to finish it, but with how I've been feeling about it,
Still
I
recharging.
feel like it might be better for me to remove it, finish it, rework it, and then start posting again, like from the beginning.
Not ready yet.
That's fair. I've seriously thought about doing that with Widow's Walk, but it got so much attention from like people that I really admire that I don't want to do that because I would lose all their
Still
comments.
recharging.
Yeah. The difference with mine is that it's super niche and like nobody cares about it, so except for you, basically.
Except for me.
Yeah. Like the last thing I posted got 2 notes, I think. No, 4
Oh.
notes.
Not
And
ready
like
yet.
6 kudos. So I was just kind of like, okay, well, I need to like revisit this another
Still
time.
recharging.
That's fair. It is niche. I will definitely give it that.
Yeah, which, I mean, I knew
sort of
that.
surprises me, but at the same time, it's like
More time.
I don't know.
It got more attention in the beginning, and I don't know, like maybe it's because I kind of slowed down with the posting or whatever, that it just like nobody
Not ready
really
yet.
seemed to care about it at all after a while. So, you know, like I said, that's why I feel like I need to kind of take it down and finish it, and then post it again when it's done. And that
Right,
may
it
end
might-
up resulting in like having to rework some of the earlier chapters.
Right. No, I understand that.
Yeah.
The other reason that I don't want to redo Widow's Walk is someone actually translated it, and I don't want to like take it down and rework it and
Oh,
then
yeah.
be like, yeah, sorry, I completely. Like it really wouldn't change much. I just really want to put a hard polish on the words, on just on
Yeah,
the,
yeah.
the artistry of it. It's a little dry.
Still recharging.
It's drier than it needs to be because with Hannibal you can get so fucking purple and plush, and it's my favorite
Oh,
thing
I
ever.
know. Yeah.
I've been seeing that bleed over into my Raylo writing, and I'm just like, you know what? I just write like that now.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is awesome.
And the other thing is like I had read some actually it was some Kylux that was very much like kind of purple and plush in the style of like Emengara,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, okay, you know, maybe this does actually have a place in this world because it seemed a little dramatic.
More time.
Well, I mean, ultimately, it's still your own writing style, right? Like, you don't necessarily have to change your writing style just because the world is
Still
different.
recharging.
Like, if the story
True.
that you want to tell works for it, then
Dang it.
there's gonna be, like, you know, I mean, I didn't think anyone at all was going to like that Silent Hill fic when I first started posting. I literally expected no notes or no kudos or whatever at all, and the fact that it did get a response kind of surprised me. Like, I mean, it's not that I necessarily thought, oh, no one in the Hannibal fandom is gonna like Silent Hill. It's that I just thought that it was sort of a crossover that people might not get interested in. You know what I mean?
Oh my god, even before I read it, I had the thought of, oh my god, like, there's so much here that could be mined for Silent Hill.
Oh yeah, and I mean, there are some other fics on AO3 that are Silent Hill and Hannibal crossovers, but they were going from a different angle than what I was thinking. Like, in some cases, it was just dropping them in the, like, I think it was like Will ran into some of the characters from the Silent Hill world or something. And then another one, it was like kind of just torture porn, and they were using Silent Hill as their backdrop, and I'm like, I don't really... Like, the games
That's
are
a
not
choice.
torture porn.
Um,
Oh, I'm bald. There.
Ah, it's just...
Meteoro, maybe I misexplained what happened. What I was going to say is that, like, you know, say, you know, not do the whole thing in one sitting. Oh, God, no. I'm not reading 5,000 pages of fic in one sitting. That's just not going to happen. But I mean, like, okay, I'm going to sit down for 2 hours and I'm going to go through it, and then those 2 hours are up and I'll see you next week. That kind of thing. So instead of, you know, spending the next 4 or 5 years posting blog updates, instead, like, okay, here's my part 1 of this particular video going through everything.
Not ready yet.
My problem is there's too much stuff going on.
Still recharging.
God, these javelin motherfuckers.
Yep.
Sorry, I didn't mean to derail. I was just trying to...
No, you're fine.
I just zoned in to, like, killing things here, so...
Not ready yet.
You're what fic? Who are you talking to? Me or Addie?
Need more time. I must heal.
Oh, with she there, we were what fic?
Yeah.
Did you hear that, Skitter?
Yeah.
Yes.
The precious baby.
Kitty feet. Ah, okay.
Were you asking about my Silent Hill fic? Like
It's the greatest thing
Hanagram?
ever. You totally go read it.
Full capitals guide my hand.
God, those javelin guys keep getting me.
Not ready yet.
Yeah, that tends to get me. Oh, okay.
Oh, oops.
Need more time. I grow in power.
Do you need a res? Oh, you're good. Okay.
We're cutting it pretty close here. I'm gonna have to, like, run ahead a bit.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't really paying attention to the timer.
Need more time.
Oh, shit. What the hell was that? Okay. That was odd.
Still recharging.
I'm just gonna lay here till everything's dead.
Holy God. What
Not ready against my blow.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stand back up right now.
Still recharging.
Oh, shit. And dead. Well, tried.
Yeah, it's because the minions were the Tomb Guardians, and they summon more things. So there were 4 or 5 minions that all summon like a dozen of their own minions.
Oh, son of a bitch! I got one-shotted.
Oh yeah, the spear.
Yep. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, I watched it happen.
Oh, Parasiter is amazing. I fucking love Parasiter.
Overly sugary alcohol juice. I love it.
Yes.
Need more time.
Okay, just run for it. Run for the door.
Okay.
And you're gonna probably want to stay by the door there.
Not ready yet.
Everybody.
I'll just be right here.
Yeah.
I'm good, thank you.
No, I need to die more. The death counter isn't high enough.
Still recharging. Not ready yet.
I have to show that I'm trying to participate.
Watch out for the fire.
Oh, yeah.
He says as he dies.
Yep.
It's the main reason she's even here.
Thank you, she.
They're really invested in your death.
Everybody needs a hobby.
You know, if this was any other situation, I'd be a little afraid for my life, but...
Still recharging.
You have triumphed.
Have I? Have I
Yay.
really?
I am skilled at clarifying gems.
Who's begging shit?
That would be our... Well, it might be our roommate, or it might be Birdie.
I need
It's
to
the
go
former.
back.
Making coffee.
That sounds like some aggressive coffee making.
Well,
It's an espresso machine.
yeah, we have an espresso machine for 1 unit of coffee, and then we have a French press for multiple units of coffee.
I just have a Keurig because I don't drink coffee enough to justify anything else.
I have one at work, and it is amazing. I never thought that I would need coffee in the mornings, and now I do. A part of me dies every time I say that, and it's filled up with the part of me that wants coffee.
Does anyone want one of the Ramadladni's gifts? Because I have 3 in my stash already, and I got one.
I'll take one.
I go
'cause
for it. Ah. Oh yeah, I'll definitely be here tomorrow, Meteoro. So I'll see you then.
Good night.
Good night.
Somebody didn't finish their gems, like leveling their gems, because I can't close unless we all upgrade our gems.
Weird. Let me go check.
Hold on. Let me
Yeah,
check.
and I'm checking too. No, I don't have any more
You
points
have-
left. so it's
Nope, not me. Well, wait a minute.
I am
Oh, it's me.
skilled at clarifying gems.
I'm the
Way to
problem
go.
child.
Going
I'm
to town.
always the problem child.
Capo smiles on me.
Oh, I love those French presses that are like, you make it, you know, it is a French press, and as soon as you press everything down, it then becomes a mug. Like, that
Yes.
is so efficient.
Yeah, those are the ones that I grew up having. Like we did it for tea.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we have a tea press too. It's like a teapot. It's really nice.
If people want these,
Nah. Just break it. Oops. Oh wait, I'll take that Immortal King thing though.
Oh, that one too. The Krelms, apparently you can cube, if that is a thing that you were wanting to do.
No. I don't cube anything in seasonal except for what I need. Because it's just a waste of mats.
See, I do because it'll eventually carry over.
Well, the thing is that if it carries over, then chances are you already have it.
Not with this one. Apparently, like, some of these this is the first time I've ever played Barbarian, so some of the Barbarian stuff
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, the Barbarian stuff, yeah.
Let's see.
Like, that's what I was doing initially, too, when I was playing a class, like, in the season for the first time, then I was cubing a lot more, but at this point, I don't worry about it, because I've played, like, every class so far.
Yep.
The only one that I'm probably missing a lot of cubing stuff on is Necromancer.
Does someone want a potion?
Nope.
What is?
Rejuvenation.
I'm good. I like my bottomless potion of chaos, which is the teleport.
Ah.
I have the regeneration one. So it gives me 60% life and then it restores an additional 91,000 over 5 seconds. Okay, so we made it through level 69. Shall we try for 70?
Indeterminate use.
Excuse me?
I cannot
Sure, maybe we'll get a better luck on the enemies.
Yeah. So Torment 15 would be the equivalent, I believe, of this.
Damn.
Level 70. Now, we had a little, like, we were cutting it a little bit close with 69, so
Yep.
we'll see how we do here.
I'm gonna stay up here.
Oh god.
This will be a good battle.
Oh, I don't like it here.
Well, that's what we just got to keep moving and fully find the
The
exit
ancients have blessed me.
quickly.
Still recharging.
I believe the line would
Don't
be,
worry about
I
this.
hate this place.
Yes, yes.
Oh! I got pewed.
Need more time.
It's okay, they're following me now.
Grow weak.
Not when they can shoot, they're not.
Not ready yet.
Dang it.
Now.
Conduit!
Yes.
Two.
Do. Too bad you can't make this last 10 minutes.
Need more time.
That would be nice,
Kathos smiles on me.
but that would also be very OP. Oh, shield!
Not ready yet.
That'll work.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. Hopefully we can find the exit before the shield run.
The ancients smile on me. Still
Stop
recharging.
it.
Are we looking for Khajiit's wares?
Khajiit has wares?
If you have coin.
Not ready yet.
Khajiit no have moon sugar. No moon sugar here. I always play Khajiit, and our roommate always is a racist asshole towards my poor Khajiit.
Ah, what a rude asshole. I always play
Down.
Night Elf. Or whatever, Dark Elf.
Yeah, whatever they're called. Drow, Dark Elf, Night Elf.
No, it's Dwemer? No, Dwemer is the
Yeah.
dwarves. It's and I know Altmer is High Elf. Why am I forgetting?
Dunmer.
Dunmer,
Dunmer.
thank you.
Dunmer.
Wow.
Oh God. Man. That poison just ended me.
Yeah, poison hurts a lot. I've been kind of like,
God.
every once in a while I get a hankering to play like another MMO, except for WoW, oddly enough. I have not missed WoW at all.
Yeah, no.
But I've been missing Elder Scrolls Online.
I never did that one. Did it ever go free to play?
I don't think it did, no. But I think that free to play would have hurt it, honestly.
Oh yeah, I don't think it's time yet. I think it will eventually, but I don't think it's time yet.
Like they've been like, I mean, a lot of games have been moving away from free to play and back to subscription. Because like even Rift now has a separate set of servers or whatever, like zones, or not zones, yeah, servers I guess, or whatever, that are subscription based, that are kind of back to the old
Oh shit.
Like,
oh shit. Damn it.
There's nothing on there that you can just buy through the store, basically. It's all like based through like winning it in the game kind of thing.
Malefa, yes, I know, yeah, Birdie and I have tried Guild Wars 2. Adam,
I have.
You have? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, me too.
Didn't stick for me.
It didn't stick for me. I preferred Guild Wars 1, but for very different reasons. Like, I played Guild Wars 1, like, competitively.
Guild Wars 1 also didn't stick for me. It just isn't a
Yeah.
like the way that they like. I get why people enjoy it. Obviously, like it's a different sort of MMO. Like they do their own thing as well. Kind of like how Rift kind of does their own thing and WoW kind of does their own thing. But
It was
the way
almost
that
like
Guild Wars,
proto Overwatch.
yeah, a little bit, and that's just not my style at all. So
I only liked it because I knew somebody who was playing. They got me into it, and I happened to be really good at playing Elementalist.
Yep.
I think I wouldn't have enjoyed it if I didn't have like a natural talent for playing one of the classes.
yeah, you know,
Actually, a couple of the
my
classes. I was also a good curse necro.
one of my closest friends is like, pretty much, she's been fixated on the game for years. Like she played 1 almost from the beginning, and then 2, like when it launched, she was all over it, and that's like her life basically is Guild Wars.
Guild Wars 2 is very well designed. They made some decisions that I thought were really awesome in terms of like design and implementation. But I just sort of found the whole experience to be a little soulless, especially because what I really enjoyed about it, strangely enough for me, was the multiplayer. I don't usually do multiplayer. It's the only multiplayer game I've ever played seriously. Like competitive multiplayer.
Yeah.
Need more time.
And again, it was
Yeah,
just because I was good
it's a
at
little
it.
bit more, yeah, like as much as like there's a story and everything, there does seem to be like they encourage a lot of PvP basically, and I'm not interested in PvP.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, the story was a little bit soulless, and it had some good places. Like some of the really late game DLC was awesome in terms of story and atmosphere. But
I'm gonna die. I didn't.
oh wow,
I am impressed with myself. How did that happen?
congrats. But I mean, yeah, you're right. They really pushed the PvP because that's what it was designed to be.
Yeah. Like that there's a big overarching world and you level up and everything, and then once you hit that like end game content, then ultimately what they want you to do is get involved in like the war between the factions kind of thing, right? So I mean, and I get that, but it's definitely not an interest for me. I'm a PvE person, and like that's where for me like Rift was a big thing because there was a lot of potential for solo play.
Smiles on me.
And there, with the gathering and the crafting and all that stuff, like there's a lot of stuff that you can just kind of occupy yourself with without having to do anything else.
Right, and
then,
Guild Wars 2 was good at that. I loved their really intricate crafting system.
Yeah,
and
I got
their...
into it. Yeah, I got into it, but it's just like the game didn't have something that drew me in on a long-term basis, and it's the same thing I felt with Path of Exile. Like I didn't hate it, but it's not something that like it didn't entertain me enough in a way that like hooked me, basically.
I miss
Still
Defiance.
recharging.
Because, like, for one, I was a fan of the show, and then when I started playing the game, it was... I mean, it was not free to play, but there was no subscription. You just had to buy it. And I really did enjoy how much that, while, yes, it was very much,
Not ready yet.
like, there were... I don't remember if there were much aspects of PvP, but it was... There was a lot of PvE, and I really started getting into the story.
Recharging.
And then
Kathos, guide my hand.
I honestly don't remember what happened, why I stopped playing. Maybe it was a computer upgrade or something. But I do miss it.
The Rift Guardian has found you.
But yeah, I mean, I really, really, really liked Elder Scrolls Online quite a lot. And I mean, even right in the beginning, like, there were some growing pains. I was part of the beta, actually. Yeah, this guy hits hard.
I noticed.
He also summoned dudes.
I might not be able to do this on my own.
Oh, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back.
Oh, yeah, no, I just got
Oh,
killed.
damn.
Well, I couldn't get out of the way in time, and it like, this thing hits really
It
hard.
was like your first death, too.
Yep.
Time enough, I think, for a cookie.
He has a fish on his face.
Oh, drunk she and
Puppy! I get the same way about my dog, and I don't even have to be drunk for that, man. I'm just like, my dog is precious.
Oh my god, I should totally send,
Still recharging.
like, if I can, I should totally share a picture of how close Inara was. It was either last night or a couple nights ago. There we go.
You have a gem?
Because, like, she gets right up on my face whenever it's bedtime.
Totally shout about it. If you love your dog, go ahead and tell us.
That's part of the point of this stream.
Yep. What's the next one I want to do? Sure, that one. That'll be good.
Yes, my character does in fact have
I am returning to
spidery
Terra.
limbs. It's one of the wings that I was able to get.
Oh, dear.
Shut up.
Sorry.
We're still like an hour away from your bedtime.
I know. I haven't been sleeping well.
That sounds like a personal problem.
It is.
Kitty!
Wow, I'm totally cleaning all of that up before next time. Someone wants to get the transmog of that.
I already got it. Kitty!
Yeah,
Meow.
kitty, meow.
God damn it, Foof. This is my pasta.
But
You are mistaken.
I was having a weird craving for salty macaroni. I should probably actually, like, do the things.
there we go. Oh boy.
The ancients have blessed me.
screaming,
Oops.
Hello. Okay. Trying to decide if I want any more milk. I probably shouldn't, because I put away a lot more of those Oreos than I expected.
Whoever dropped that belt, it's not grabbable by anybody else.
Not me.
That was probably me. I made a fail.
Oh my god, Foof is like draped over the top of the new shelf we have, staring at my pasta from over there.
There's a
But he's looking all like cozy.
There's a studio kitty.
That's amazing.
Well, I mean, clearly you
Well, you
should.
should drop everything dependent. Yeah, that's how that works.
Like, you were late to this meeting, kitty. Ah, true. Oh, right. I have to go see Kadala.
Fortune favors.
Yep.
I don't wanna.
David is currently balancing an empty can of ginger ale on his belly.
What a steal.
I cannot afford
Wonder
that.
if I can get a picture of it before he fucks it up.
Well, isn't that nice?
Such a supportive
No.
family.
Oof, stop moving. Ah, damn it, he moved. It's like he knows when the camera's on him and he's like, nope. Foof, you are the worst.
Inara's giving me a death glare from over by the bed.
Like, you know what? I think we should go to bed an hour early and also get fed an hour early. That would be swell.
Yeah, I mean, I just fed them, and now she's curled up in a ball and while looking at me, going, you know, I could be doing this on top of you.
But you're in a very inconvenient position.
Yep. The inconvenient position is not in bed.
Yes, exactly. Oh yeah, no, I definitely balance cans on my belly. But usually it's because that's like where I rest my cam.
Oh boy.
Shall we try 71?
Sure. Bird, how are you feel? Like, actually, we should ask how many grift keystones do we have? I've got 15.
Oh, please. I have 4.
Oh, ow.
I'm kind of sad none of us have gotten puzzle rings.
Yeah.
I know. I was just thinking that.
Oh, maybe we can quickly do a couple of the regular ones and maybe we'll get a fucking goblin or something.
Okay. Whatever. I'm just gonna stand in the back like always, like a smart person.
Not that you're calling certain other people dumb or anything.
No.
Oh, please.
That creature must die. Not ready yet.
Innocent face. I have an innocent face.
I know my.
I do. I didn't say it wasn't bullshit.
I know my place. I have a high wisdom and a low int. I understand this.
Need more time.
God, nerds.
We're playing Diablo on Twitch.
I was including
While we're
myself in
discussing-
this. I wasn't just
Oh,
calling
okay.
you nerds.
I was-
Because
Just
I understood the joke.
Fair enough.
I was
Checking.
definitely
Oh,
including
ow.
myself in that.
I was just mostly making sure you weren't like calling us bigger nerds than you.
Oh
'cause,
no
you
no
know,
no surely not. Considering I was also just going on about Elder Scrolls.
Oh
I
god.
think one of my favorite things that's ever happened to me at a convention was at Dragon Con. We were sitting in the Monty Cook panel for Tides of Numenera, and I think either Duck or Lawless or Owl said something really ridiculously nerdy.
It was probably Al.
And I just turned and looked at him and it was probably Owl. I was just, you were such a nerd. And like, you could just hear every neck in the room like turn and look at me like, do you realize where you are? Do you understand? I'm like, no, I understand. I'm at Dragon Con and I just called a guy with a PhD in physics a nerd. Yes, I'm aware.
I mean, you're not wrong though.
Oh no, by like our standards, yes, he's a nerd.
Oh yeah. See, he is the
different types of
opposite. He is the opposite to me. He has a very high intelligent, incredibly high intelligence score. Not so much on the wisdom.
Bless him.
Can I get a help?
Nope.
Ow. I'm just gonna
I'm
lay
busy
here.
fighting bosses.
I'll just fall apart here.
Here I go.
So would it save everyone some time and trouble if I just went mad now? Oh yeah, I'm totally not going back to town because there are two set items over there. Oh, okay. Now I can get up. Why? I have no idea. Like, did you kill a boss?
I think there's a timer on it. Like, if you sit there long enough, it'll let you revive there.
It's your pity,
Yeah,
Rez.
Yeah, you have to lay there.
You lay there
Lay
and feel
there.
bad about your life choices.
There's a shield pylon here.
Yeah, you have to lay there and twitch.
Just gotta wait for
There we
Birdie
go.
to get in here. There.
I'm here.
Not ready yet.
Yay, I like these. That means I can play.
Oh,
Shit.
Sam has the ball with the
Shit.
bell in it.
Oh boy.
Why are you running? You have the
Uh-oh.
shield.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, I
right.
grabbed the shield.
I'm just used to being like, I'm being chased. This is not good.
You're fine. It's fine.
This is fine
Oh,
for a few
she
seconds.
meowed.
Sam Sam.
Yeah, she's got the little ball with the bell in it, and she's batting it around, and she went. "Meow."
But no socks?
No, it's the ball this time. I don't know if there's any stray socks for her to grab. Oh, they're probably. There's always stray socks.
Best kitty.
Not ready yet.
Best Sam Sam.
Watch out, these guys have. Oh, we still have the shield. No, shield's gonna be gone
Oh,
in about 2 seconds.
Yep, shield's gone. Shield's gone. Shit.
Ooh, conduit though.
Ooh, hello.
Ah,
Just say when.
do it.
When?
Buzz. There's- God. I don't have the.
Dang it.
I don't have the conduit anymore. Oh, I still do. Wait, what?
Yeah, no, that one doesn't go away when you die.
It has before.
As long as you're alive when it's activated, you get it until it expires.
Oh, hello. This has been, let's see, okay, how long ago was that? Oh, that was only 8 minutes. What else are bellies
Wow.
for, she? They're also good pillows and space heaters.
Unicorn! We got some chubby purple unicorns up in here and teddy bears.
That creature must die.
Borgaz the Savage. He's an
Ow.
adorable unicorn.
The Rift Guardian
Do you
has
stand in the
arrived.
fire on purpose?
No,
Or is that just like a thing?
that's just a thing.
Are you color? Did I ask if you were colorblind?
No, yes and no.
He's just bad at self-preservation.
Yep. I mean, I am the barbarian.
I think it might be more. Maybe it's an attention dividing thing. Oh shit! I forgot to pick up the blood or the spend my blood shards previously. So I've got like 200 here.
Yeah, you're probably more right with the attention dividing thing. Also,
Which I mean, I got it. I definitely have it.
How?
Yeah, we could use some reses so we can pick up our shit.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, now I get to revive.
When I come back, jeez. I've got to go spend my blood shards.
There you go, DeBird.
Thanks.
I need to go back.
Oh boy. Yeah, it's probably an attention dividing thingy.
Like if you're looking at one thing on the ground, you're not necessarily seeing the other thing on the ground,
Yeah.
sort of thing. Yeah. That's one of the biggest issues that could end up happening, like that had happened to me on occasion when I was tanking in WoW. Because, you know, you're trying to pay attention to your threat and, like, you know, trying to make sure you're aware of, like, when you need to switch on tanking on bosses and raids and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But also then it's like, oh, but there's shit everywhere that you need to also not be standing in.
Yeah, I'm horrible at that.
Other mobs. Hmm. Having to grab mobs if there's, like, other mobs coming around.
I'm really sorry to hear that. Also, share? See, that is another weird thing about me. I'll totally say that this is something that I find weird about myself. I can't stand the sight of actual real blood coming out of someone else's body. It just, like, I lose it. My lunch
Freak. Really kind of cute.
yeah, I do my impression of a Jackson Pollock and run away, but bruises are really oddly fascinating.
He pokes them, it hurts.
Fortune favors
And I'm
those.
like, to myself, I will poke them. I say, like, wow, I have a bruise. Ow, 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 ow.
Nerd.
It's like he expects them to squish and change colors.
Soon.
I am the color man.
I need to go watch that comedy special again.
Yeah, I need to. We need to get the rest of them.
Yeah.
Holy crap. That is a very eloquent way of putting that, she.
I bruise, like, ridiculously easily. But I'm also a bleeder, like... small cuts will bleed forever.
Are you on like a thinner or something?
No.
She's just a delicate flower.
Oh.
Not really. I don't necessarily get hurt easily outside of bruising. It's just that if I do happen to get a cut, it bleeds a lot. It always looks worse than it actually is.
Like,
which is why apparently when I was a child, my dad flipped the fuck out when I got like a scrape on my knee because it was bleeding so much, but it was just a little scrape. My aunt was like, "Oh my god, calm the fuck down."
like, if I get a cut that won't stop bleeding, I will get sick to my stomach. And, like, feel cold and start, like, sweating everything. And it's like, it has nothing to do with any, you know, real loss of blood. It is simple anxiety.
I've cut myself really bad before, like cooking or something, and I just have to be, I'll like go, ow, and he starts to come in the kitchen, and I'm like, nope, outside. I don't want to clean up blood and whatever else.
Well, as a person with a uterus, I'm used to it so much. It's
Yeah,
like,
right. Yeah.
it's just kind of like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
that again.
Yeah, I am so thankful that I do not have that particular equipment because
Well, if you did, then you probably wouldn't have the issue with blood in the first place.
No, I don't know. I think I still
Yeah.
would. I think I would still get. Oh God. Like that would be a side effect of. Is it getting close to? Yep. There goes my stomach. Okay, great.
That's adorable.
Sorry, I gotta go to the washroom. BRB.
Okay.
In the meantime, Inara peeping.
Aw.
Actually, well, she kind of is. She's doing this this eye half open thing. I'm not entirely sure if I'm asleep, but I'm looking to make sure that there's nothing happening. Oh, jeez. That's... Whew. I can feel that. Do I feel that? I taste that! I think the worst... I don't know. Yeah, I think the worst cut that I've ever gotten was one that was on the pad of my big toe.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. That just... I mean, I was...
My worst...
Oh, go ahead.
Is it my worst one is on the middle finger of my left hand. I cut it on a knife in the dishwasher, and I really should have gone and gotten stitches. I literally put it back together with electrical tape because I had dress rehearsal that day. And I wasn't going to the hospital.
Yeah.
So it would not quit bleeding, and I needed to drive to the VBC, and so I put a pad of gauze on it and taped it as tight as it would go with electrical tape, and just left it on for a good like 2 or 3 hours, like just kept my hand elevated above my head, and everything. And it did quit bleeding after a couple of hours, and then I replaced it with, a different bandage and just, went about my business, everything. But I still don't have feeling right across the cut, and if I press down on it, like, I actually tried to learn to play guitar, and I can't do it because, like, it hurts across that scar tissue, and I'm just like, Ooh, I can't do it. It's like an electrical current up my arm, and it's one of those things where I'm just like, yeah, I probably should have gone to the hospital. It's my one I should have gone to the hospital story, because usually I'm very quick to be like, no, the hospital now.
Yeah,
But I didn't have time. I was not going to be able to have time to go sit in the emergency room to get 6 stitches in my finger.
yeah, the thing with my toe, it happened the day that I had a dress rehearsal, and it was like, I think it was like 6 in the morning, and I cut it as I was getting out of bed, because I had something that was sitting underneath my bed, because I had one of those lofted beds at school, and it cut it just the right way, and I tried, putting it together and everything, and it wouldn't stay closed, and it wouldn't stop. So I called a friend of mine. He drove me to the hospital. I got stitches, drove me back, grabbed my folder, made it 2 minutes before we were supposed to start singing for the dress rehearsal, and then I was singing on stage. Like I had a duet at that concert, and he was the director was like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "I have stitches in my big toe that I got 3 hours ago. If we can go as soon as possible, like, I will sing everything right now if you would let me get out of here afterwards."
No, I feel that. It made me wish that I had had some super glue at the house, because I would have super glued it closed. That probably would have been the smart thing to do, because that's honestly probably what they would have done at the doctor's office.
Yeah.
I love surgical super glue. It's like my favorite thing now. Which surgical super glue and super glue are basically the same thing. I think they do there's like a couple things that they do to make surgical super glue a little bit different. I think it will eventually dissolve, unlike super glue.
There's
But when I had my tubes tied, they super glued me closed, and it freaked me the hell out, because I was like, if this pops, I am in so much trouble, because I was leaving for North Carolina the next week. So that was good planning.
The closest that that I've had to deal with stuff like that was back when I was in a bowling league. They would sell these little vials of what's called new skin, because every so often after you start bowling, your skin starts drying out so much that it'll start cracking and bleeding, and so you get this new skin that's like, it's combination of rubbing alcohol and super glue, and you just brush it on. You wait about, I don't know, 5 minutes or so, and then you can keep bowling. But yeah, it's not.
Yeah, the dancers use something for their point shoes as well.
Yeah. Oh my God, she. Oh God. Oh God.
Ow. See, there you got a full live performance. That's pretty much what he does.
Yep. That's.
There's usually a little dance involved.
I'm doing the dance. I'm still in the chair, but it's just and I'll because that's the other thing. I sympathetically feel what you just described. Like I imagine one of those little clips that's right under me right now, and just nom. Ooh. Oh my God! Oh my!
What?
Human Steve sent me a Facebook friend request.
Oh my God. Human Steve. It's not the alien Human Steve, but it's the Antlerman Human Steve post is currently making the rounds on Facebook, and it makes me so happy.
Oh, and the best part, his picture is in his rugby uniform.
That's adorable.
Well then. Yeah, sure. I'll friend him. He'll be on the very, very low filter that I have. Because, yeah, it's like any time that anyone sends me a friend request, and they're either like a work colleague or they're someone that like, oh, hey, I know you from through someone else, and, they're not like in a particular circle of people. They just get the standard, okay, yeah, you're in my friends list, there you go. But people like the squad, they're on a separate filter that gets more information. And I totally recommend, if people are still on Facebook after what's happened recently, definitely weed out your Facebook friends and start setting up filters.
Yeah, see, I went through all of that song and dance early on, and then they did one of their major overhauls and changed all their privacy filters and got rid of all of mine, and suddenly everybody could see everything. And so that's why I've kind of, it's like, if you don't need to see stuff that's happening in my life, then I'm not friends with you on Facebook. It's that simple. And I have everything locked completely down. You can't see anything other than you can see my picture, and like a few other things. And other than that, you can't see. You can see pictures. You can see where I've worked.
Yeah.
Because it's basically like, if you need to find me. But I generally don't friend people on Facebook who I'm not comfortable with seeing things. But then again, I don't work in an environment like yours.
Yeah.
They're all artsy people. Even the nice Catholic lady I can swear in front of.
Yeah, I put it this way. I still have not actually there have been some of the guys at work that have let a few fly. I do not do that there. I'm not there. I haven't been there long enough to feel comfortable in cursing in front of my coworkers.
It's a requirement.
Yeah. You told the story about the woman that had not worked a load in before, right?
I don't know that I've told that one here. I did a so I quick background, I am the stage manager for a ballet company, and a lot of my stage crew are parent volunteers. And dance moms are really to a minimum there, like the dance moms, like the TV show. There's a very low tolerance for that, so I really don't have to deal with that kind of bullshit very often. But we live in the American Deep South, so conservatism abounds. And one of my favorite parent volunteers is the dad of one of my dancers, and he runs my fly rail for me a lot of the time. He's a great guy, love him, and everything. And he never misses a show. He's always there helping me. And he gave me he said, hey, let's see if he said my wife has been interested in wants to come and do some shows, work tech crew. And she was like, I think she just wants to get her toes wet and do like set dressing and that kind of thing. And so she shows up, and of course we're having to put together a brand new Christmas tree for Nutcracker. And this tree flies, and so we're having to decorate it so it's sort of like half a Christmas tree, and I'm having to reach inside and push. Like decorating those fake Christmas trees, it just shreds your forearms. And he, like, so she's helping me do this, and so we're using hot glue and wires and wire cutters, and I'm burning my fingers, and I'm shredding my forearms, and I am cussing a blue streak, just because that's how I talk. I'm incredibly foul-mouthed. And when I get frustrated, I get even fouler. My default is fuck as a comma.
Okay.
Yay!
Sorry about that.
But I get this lady is standing here working with me. There's a few other people working with me too, and she finally just goes, "Wow, this must be going to be a really rough year for Nutcracker this year." And we all kind of look at her and go, "Well, what makes you say that?" And she goes, "Oh my gosh, well, we're having to put together a new tree, and Birdie's already swearing." And everybody just turns and looks at her. It's just like, "Oh, you sweet summer child." She didn't come back and work tech crew after that. She wasn't really offended. Like, she's very nice, but she's very gentle and conservative and just doesn't like that kind of language. So she doesn't come in and talk to me.
She has no place
She doesn't come
in
and play
theater.
on tech crew. No, she did not on tech crew anyway. Fuck is a comma.
All right.
Cat update.
I'm
Nara
reading
is still
that.
peeping.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, no. Cat update and Nara is still peeping. Sorry, you were gonna
Kaylee
say?
is a loaf.
Oh, I was just reading over what I missed from what she was saying, and David last year, I think it was the same January that I fucked up my knees. It was a year ago now. He was taking out the garbage and he ended up getting glass in his hand.
Oof.
And when he pulled it out, some of the fatty tissue had kind of poked out because it was so deep.
Oh.
Yeah, he ended up needing a stitch or two. Did you need 2 or 3 stitches? 3 stitches, yeah, and I think he has permanent nerve damage in his pinky on the inside of it.
Yikes.
Yeah. So that was pretty swell. It was a good January. Me fucking up my knee.
Yikes.
My ankle hurts now.
Yeah.
I don't know if the damage on my ring finger is it's not bothersome. It's right along the scar, so I'm kind of wondering if it'll eventually come back, as it heals. But this has been 2.5 years ago.
I will say that the scars from the surgery on my ankle, the nerves never came back.
Yeah, no, David also, he had surgery on his ankle as well. Nerve damage. Especially over the top of his foot. It's the gentlest touch can sometimes be excruciating pain. It's just weird shit.
Okay.
Well, oh wow, we've got roughly 30 minutes.
Yep. Yeah, sorry, just give me a sec here.
Oh, it's all good.
No worries.
Yeah, I need to get better shoes for work because I'm on a raised flooring, and the shoes that I wear for the majority of the time, they don't have very good padding, and my right foot sometimes will hurt a lot more than it should, and that's the one that I've had 2 surgeries on, and so it's always. I mean, we're getting ready to go to New York, and I really don't want to be walking around with a limp in New York.
No, you do not.
Yeah, no, that would not be fun.
Oh my god. The fuck Foof.
What the Foof doing?
Best food.
He just used the end of my desk as a springboard to get to the top of the other new shelf. And now he's licking his foot.
Oh,
Like, what? I've been here for hours.
Best kitty.
Ugh.
Best kitty, such an asshole.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy. Bank. Sorry, I guess I should be moving around a little bit. Let's see. Can I do some combining? Oh. Dang it, I don't need to be yawning. Ah.
No.
You're correct about that.
Stab it.
Heck. Oh. Yeah, Inara's doing the thing where she's, not only is she asleep, she now has she has her paw that's like half covering her face, and so precious.
Alright. So, I guess we'll do another regular rift or something.
Okay.
I'm good with that.
And then we'll try another greater rift.
Oh, this is better.
This is better. Instant death. That was for you, She. That was especially for you.
Damn. No, fuck this player in particular.
Oh, that was so funny. You just like walked right in there and then boom. Gone.
I came out here to get attacked, and I'm honestly having such a good time right now. Oh dear, oh boy. So, speaking of stage management work, Bird, you've got a thing happening on Saturday?
Yes.
Tell us just how incredibly
excited.
thrilled
So
you are about this.
Oh, wow.
I'm so excited. It's my favorite thing ever, working with children at 7:30 in the morning.
Oh, goody.
Not ready yet.
Yeah, it's honestly probably it's the least rewarding thing that I do, but it's also one of the most lucrative.
I can imagine, yeah.
Yeah, honestly, it's a lot of fun. I like the people that I work with, and I don't actually have to work with the children themselves, which is nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Because again, I say the word fuck a lot, so they kind of tend to not want me near the small children. But yeah, I'm not,
I got 2 legendaries out of that chest. Wow.
I'm doing, oh, what's it called? We're doing the musical Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, yeah.
They're doing it with, they've got 3 casts, and each cast gets to spend time on stage for like 2 hours each Saturday, and spanning from 7:30 in the morning until 7 o'clock at night. And it's great fun. Great fun.
Ouch. Yeah, that's a long day.
It's a long day. It's a long Saturday. But it's okay. Like I said, it's very lucrative, and I like the people that I work with, and it's better than what I have to do in the summer, which is, you know, 7 a.m. to 5 o'clock every day, you know, 5 or 6 days a week, which that's exhausting.
Oh god, yeah.
Need more time.
I mean, it would be one thing
That's
if you
where
were
I'm kind of like
if you were doing something that was I mean, let's face it. If you were doing something that did not involve small children, it would
Just doing, if I was doing something that was more rewarding. I mean, this is children's camp, and I'm not somebody who is moved by, oh, the opportunities for the children. I'm just like, keep your snot-nosed brats away from me. I mean, I'm glad that they get the opportunity, and I'm happy to provide lights, but, you know, please don't make me have to interact with any of them. I don't like them.
Wait
So
until they're, like,
admittedly, at least this age group, is, I think it's 12, excuse me, no, it's 10 to 15, I think. So they're at least, you know, can go to the bathroom by themselves.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're not saying that rhetorically.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that rhetorically, because, like, the 5-year-olds, you have to go with them.
Oh my god.
You cannot stand before me.
I've gotten a lot of ring drops, so let's see if any of these is a fucking puzzle ring. Well, once we're done this anyway. I'm not gonna look. Let me through the door, you fucks. Stop it.
Sorry.
20 minutes.
Not ready yet.
I can hear the yawning.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I really have not been sleeping very well. Like, and really, it is all bad dreams and just constantly waking up from them and.
Need more time.
You a little stressed, buddy?
I don't. I didn't think so. I mean,
Not ready.
I have a whole lot less to be stressed about than I used to. That's for damn
That
sure.
doesn't mean you're not stressed. Just because it's less than you're used to doesn't mean that it's not there.
I've always found my dreams to be very, very cyclical in terms of, like, I'll be kind of like on again, off again. Like, I'm currently in a I don't know if it's hormones or what, but I'm currently in, like, the land of, oh my god, I'm having the most fruitcake dreams ever.
I don't
Like,
remember
just
my
really
dreams.
good. I don't really actively remember mine. I probably would if I was more proactive about, like, writing them down, for instance.
Well, yeah, that's like a legitimate tactic. My thing is that I stopped paying attention to my dreams some time ago because I just lost interest. Like, I don't really put a lot of stock in them as far, you know, like, I'm not like, "Ooh, what does it mean or anything. I'm just like,
No, I feel you.
yeah. So it's just, like, at one point, I just stopped remembering them because I wasn't thinking about them or, like, or concerned about them or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I have a friend who, like, she's really interested in dreams, like, even other people's dreams, which I always found strange because I'm like, who cares about other people's dreams? Like, nobody. Like,
Right,
no,
right.
but somebody will start telling you about their dream, and you're just kind of like, yeah, that's cool. It means nothing to me, and it's not nearly as interesting as you think it is.
Ow.
Which it's not like I don't mean that in a mean way. Like, it's not like, you know, I get that people are enthusiastic about retelling their dreams because it really affected them somehow, but it's really a personal experience, right? Like, that dream is really geared towards your own
Good
thoughts
Lord.
and ideas and experiences, kind of stuff.
Ow. Jesus.
That's funny. Whew. Duck died just on the last blow there.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean,
That happens to me too with the panic and the.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
What did you do?
I walked! Oh, there was a spiderling that
spider.
shut... Oh, son of a...
The little teeny tiny baby spider hurt you?
Yes!
And that was, there's another one chasing your wife.
Like, god damn it, lol, stop it!
I at least have the sense to run.
Mm-hmm.
I am, they're still following me!
You stood still.
No, I'm talking about the one right now.
Oh. Well, just keep running.
Just keep running. Just keep running.
Yep.
Oh
yep.
shit!
Don't start it. Nope. Just don't do it.
But.
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 Huh?
But.
What?
The Rift Guardian has arrived.
Oh, good! It's behind me! Oh god, it's a fucking spider!
Of course it is.
I'll just be over here. With a can of Raid.
I am very happy to provide for you.
We have once again made She's Night with your death screams.
He enjoys your suffering.
I am returning to
I
battle.
mean, doesn't everybody?
Yeah.
I mean, that is really why I come back every week.
I am the... like, I hate to say it like this, but I am the token guy. I'm supposed to suffer, right? That is how that works?
What, Foof? What do you want?
Food?
Meow. Good to close.
Same.
Meow. Oh, you just hit your head, you dum-dum.
Aww.
Forest Foof.
He was like leaning his he was standing up on his hind legs with his paws on my chair, like the arm of my chair, and he kind of tried to straighten up and he hit his head against the edge of the desk.
Poor dumb baby.
And he's looking at me like, what happened?
The dumb baby, that's what happened.
You dum-dum. No, you're not getting my macaroni. Nice try though.
What a
You're
steal.
really cute, but you get to stay right there.
But Mom.
He wants to lick the butter.
I mean, that's fair.
Residue. No.
Cat update, Inara now has all of her feets together.
Yeah, and I've got a Foof like almost right on my arm, watching my pasta.
It might move. Foof might have to protect you from it.
He's just waiting for me to stop paying attention long enough to get some butter residue.
Uh-huh. I mean, protecting. Yes. Standing guard. That's what's supposed to happen.
Best kitty.
Yeah, Loki bonks himself pretty regularly because he's just stupid.
Aww.
Right, Loki? Are you stupid? Dumb dog. Big dumb dog. He's looking at me just with his tail wagging like, does that mean pasta? Loki, want pasta? Yeah? You want pasta?
Whatever it is I wanted, it's gonna be the greatest thing ever.
If you want pasta, then go bork.
You said that, and the first thing I heard was meow.
Yeah, because now the dog's getting worked up, so Foof is like, you're not giving him pasta and not me, right? Meow. Woof.
Best
He knows what that
babies.
means. It's never, ever, ever quiet in this house, I swear.
It's not really in ours either. We have very vocal cats. They're kind of snoozy at this time of day, but yeah, when it's food time, there's a symphony.
Foof is hiding in one of the cubbies now, on the shelf. But he's still sniffing the air.
Like, I know it's around here somewhere. Yeah, like, whenever I get home, of course, I hit the garage door, and, like, the cats instantly know, oh, that must mean that food is coming. Not, like, bringing food, but I am the one who usually feeds. So, as soon as when I get through the garage and everything, I open the door, and there are two heads.
Mm-hmm.
singing me the song of their people.
Yeah, we get them staring at us too. And of course, like with the way our house is set up, we've got like we come in from the garage and then you've got the landing and then you've got stairs straight up and stairs straight down. And on like our like where we live is the upstairs, and like the dining room area has like the glass banister, so it's all see-through. And so the cats will usually be like behind the glass there and staring through the glass like
like
in some sort of
like a museum thing.
yeah, like or like they're in a cage or we're in a cage, I don't know, but they're just like, it's like there's a protective layer there and they're just kind of like, they want to see what's going on, but they don't want to, you know, get too close. So it's like they feel protected there. Although sometimes Foof will be on top of the banister and just stare down at us from up there.
Oh. Apparently, it's time for Inara to wake up. And no, she just shifted. Like, okay, I'm done sleeping on that side. Now I'm going to get up, turn around in a circle, and then sleep on the other side.
Yep.
Have to even things out.
She heard you were talking shit.
Alright, so
I think we
Greater Rift 71?
I think we got time for one more, so yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Get some more duck deaths in there.
Oh yeah.
And possibly Addy deaths.
Oh man.
Because now we're getting like, you know, we're progressing in this. Like, yeah.
I'll just
Duck,
stay here then, shall I?
Oh.
Do you see where I'm standing?
Okay, here we go.
Shit.
Oh my god, I didn't even get to attack!
I knew that was gonna happen. I'm like,
Jesus.
a rare Addy death. It's like a point of interest when it actually happened.
It's a rare drop.
Yeah. I do have my spirit vessel on cooldown, which means that I did actually get killed at one point, but because I have that passive that lets me escape death once.
I love those passives.
Yes.
Oh boy.
And it is now off cooldown, so I can do it again.
Need more time.
Yeah, I think the only time I've ever actually seen you die, Addy, is if we've done a really stupid challenge rift, or if we're finishing up the puzzle ring.
Shit, I'm being chased.
Yeah, puzzle ring on Torment 13 is
Dead.
difficult. Yeah, sorry, I can't really corral these guys.
No worries. It's just one of those things I was just like, just so you know. I'm aware of this fact. I'm running in circles.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna have to keep running.
Yep.
Because,
We're running.
like, if you look at the timer.
Yeah, we're actually not doing very well.
Yeah, so we gotta not worry about the small fry.
Yep.
And look for the big shit. Like, I mean, obviously, I'm trying to get some of them as we go through so that we're not, like, surrounded, but...
There we go.
Not ready yet.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, there's a elite thingy coming up from behind there.
Cannot stand before recharging.
Oh, there it is. Like, I'm gonna be able to do anything. Jesus. Okay.
Are you falling asleep?
A little bit.
Still recharging.
Oh my god.
Oh god. Okay, I have to run. Have to keep running. I'm running. I'm running.
Birdie, go over there and slap him.
And there goes the shield. Ooh, boss. Hello, boss. Hey, boss. There's a reference there that I haven't used in a while.
Being a fucking nerd.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Oh, the door is down here.
Oh, good.
Think you can make it, Birdie?
I'm way back behind.
Oh, I know.
Back to hell, dog. Still
But we've got a little bit of a buffer now, so we might be able to clear a path.
What's all this wee business?
You do some damage before you die.
Huh. Yeah, I see numbers that are popping up whenever I deal whenever I attack. I don't really think they mean anything.
It means the number of times they wanted to.
Oh well, I'm fucked.
Need more time. The ancients have blessed
Oh
me.
shit.
Not ready yet.
Dang it.
Okay, we've gotten a good buffer now.
God damn it.
Still recharging.
Ah.
Oh
Oh,
shit!
I escaped death again. That would have been a death.
Ah.
Because I was kind of getting electrocuted and poisoned, and then an arcane sentry spawned like right next to me.
Yep.
So there was no way I was surviving that. But thankfully, I have that passive.
Okay.
Oh, good channeling. Die.
I'm
everything
dead!
Well, I didn't mean everything is in all of you.
I didn't even get to attack. There we go.
Well, the way down should be clear. Like, I've been killing everything on the way.
You're funny.
What? It was clear, wasn't it?
No.
Mostly.
Oh. Straggler. They come out of the sides that I didn't go to sometimes, so... You know. Yeah, I think they came from over here.
Yep.
Ready yet.
Ow. Oh, God. Ow. 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 Uh-huh. Ow.
Was that real pain
Yeah.
or game pain?
Yeah,
What'd you do?
I stubbed my big toe on my desk.
Why would you do that?
I think I was trying to adjust my seat or something. Ow. Oh, good. I'm back up now. Wonder how long that's gonna last. Any takers for 2 seconds? Anybody? Anybody at all?
Well, you already died, like, before you even managed to get that out.
Oh, just let me go back to town so I can repair. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, so I'm a rare. Birdie is uncommon, and Duck is common.
Yep. Oh, God damn it!
Did you not see it coming?
I was trying to portal out.
Uh-huh, So it's like, Duck's a green, Birdie's a blue, and I'm a purple.
Wow, you're actually giving me a color there. Thought it was gonna be a gray.
Nah, Gray's not even worth anything.
This will be a good.
You're at least, you know, funny.
I am
Yeah.
returning to town.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'll take funny.
You could be broken down for mats.
Oh. Oh, for fuck's sake, I was running.
You might want to run some more. 'Cause
Nah,
this is-
don't bother rezzing me. I'm gonna go to town because I gotta
I'm
repair.
just trying to run from this one dude. Don't worry, I'm not trying to raise you.
She's not gonna res you when there's stuff after her,
Oh,
unlike
shit.
you. I believe we covered that.
Aw.
Shit. I'm in. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna get. Ah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say this is probably like our upper limit of what we're able to do right now.
I need to go back.
Okay. Fix my shit. Thank you.
Thanks.
You might have to go in from the beginning. I don't think you can teleport to us.
No way.
Like you might have to run back all the way.
Oh no,
I
I
don't
just
remember how it
I
works.
teleported out, so
Oh, okay.
I can go through mine, I just can't go to y'all.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Still recharging. Not ready yet.
Oh, Jesus.
All right there.
I grow stronger.
Yeah, just eyes are a little blurry. Oh god. Oh god. Oh jeez.
Recharging.
Oh crap.
Back to hell, dog.
What, all the leapers and the headbutters?
Yep.
AKA y'all are gonna die.
Not ready yet.
You're gonna die! Mad bird cow flu disease gonna make his shit out years and it's gonna kill ya!
Still recharging.
And I did.
Well, you did go ahead without me.
It's what I do.
He's not wrong.
Nope.
I was gonna say, but I'm tired. No, no, that's no excuse.
No, that doesn't make a difference. Yeah. Oh, and Lakuni Huntresses. That's good. Watch out.
Oh god.
The Rift God.
Okay. Oh good.
Time for you to die anyway.
Yep. Oh, stop chasing me!
Still recharging.
Oh boy, you can tell we're intense when we stop talking altogether.
Well, I mean, we're...
Oh god
Oh,
damn it, I
fuck.
thought I was gonna be able- Ah! Help.
I almost died. I'm busy.
I'll fix him.
Thank you.
I will be right back. Don't close.
Okay.
Mhm. Hey, you can go ahead and close whenever you're ready, Birdie.
returning to town.
Oh.
I ate all my macaronis.
Let's see. That's good. That's
All right, I'm gonna
not.
close.
I grow in power.
Oops. Okay.
Did anyone get a puzzle ring?
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah, none. Not even one all night. Lame.
Oh my god. I just got a flail called the Mortal Drama. That's
Mhm.
real.
Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, wow. I'm.
You've been falling apart for at least 40 minutes.
Yeah, I'm getting to the point where it's a little bit like. I look at the screen and go, there are some words there, but they can mean anything. Whew.
There's shit happening.
Yep. Okay. Well, wait, did we close yet or no?
Yes, I closed.
You closed, okay. Alright. Well, in that case, I think it's time to call it a night. Whew, boy. So next week?
Next week. Hold on one second, I'm pulling up my calendar. I'm good for the 26th for next week.
There is one. It's either a Monday or a Thursday. I think there is a Thursday coming up that we're not going to be able to stream at all.
Oh, for Namaria rehearsal.
Yeah.
But I think we can move it earlier in the week because I think
Yeah.
we are moving a rehearsal from Monday to Thursday. So we could stream on like a Monday night or something.
I can't do Monday night until after April.
Well, this would be in May.
We'll not be able to do Tuesday.
Oh, in May, then I should be okay.
We'll just see when we get around to it because I think also like Tuesday could be an option too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. But in any case, we will be here next week, and maybe we can get that counter up a little bit higher because wow, 45? That's
lame.
Yeah.
Same deck time, same deck channel.
Yep.
Wee.
I was good.
Does you have anything to say?
I thought there was going to be something clever for me to say, but I'm apparently too tired to remember it.
It's okay. Was it something to do with Top Gear? Because that was what you did to the thing on.
And on that bombshell, it's time to end. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again next week.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.